6 of 7 matchups, and then Farragut has won the last 13, including last year when Farragut won on January 21st, or I should say last season, when Farragut won on January 21st, 66-45. That was at Hardin Valley. Here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, Farragut High School, it was the Lady Admirals winning on February 11th, 43-28. A year ago, Hardin Valley was 16-18. They went 4-6 in the district, but finished 3rd place in the district tournament, earned a region berth, and knocked off the the District 3 runner-up Campbell County. Went on the road and did that before falling to Bearden in the region semifinal. But a young team for Coach Jennifer Galloway in her 18th season. Of course, Coach Jason Mayfield's been around a long time as well. This is his 14th season at the helm of the Lady Admirals. And it'll be interesting, again, to see how Farragut perhaps is able to exploit some of the youth and inexperience of the Lady Hawks. Hopefully they will be able to do just that. We're going to have the playing of the national anthem coming up. Of course, boys action will follow later this evening. By the way, boys JV action went to Farragut 46-42. So Lady Admirals up next, and as the national anthem is about to be played, we'll step aside to get a break for our sponsors and return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops here on West 105.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little
uh-oh. Oh, no.
Or even the occasional.
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into
oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust. Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us, problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hardin Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every personalized service and flexible terms. We have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hardin Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Nick Blankenship behind the camera if you're watching 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel. And back at our WFIV studios, Dusty Street, as the visiting Hardin Valley Lady Hawks will be introduced first, coached by Jennifer Galloway. She's assisted by Tiffany Cantrell, Brianne McCroskey, Elsie Wilson, and Michelle Carlin. And let's see, 23, 25. 34. It's like checking the starters here. Well, noted one of them incorrectly, so I'll get Hardin Valley starters to you in just a moment. Farragut, coached by Jason Mayfield in his 14th season. He's assisted by a couple of former outstanding Lady Admirals, Madison Maples, class of 2014, and Sue Kim, class of 2015. And Farragut tonight will start with a senior, number 1, Anna Corum, 5'4". Number 2, Lily Mullins, 5'4", a senior. Number 12, Reagan Sheridan, 5'9", a junior. Number 20, Trinity Curry, a 6-foot junior, averaging 11.8 points per game and 5.7 rebounds. And rounding out the starting 5 for Coach Mayfield, KJ McNeely, a 6'1" senior. 17.5 points per game, her average, averaging 9 boards a game and 3.7 assists. So Farragut's in its home white with the Navy numerals and lettering, and Hardin Valley in the dark blue with the baby blue or powder blue lettering and numerals outlined in white. And the Lady Hawks will have Marley Edwards, a junior. KJ McNeely is going to jump for Farragut, and jumping for Hardin Valley will be Elena Lineberry. We are full speed ahead as Farragut controls the opening tip-off. So the Lady Admirals with the opening possession, and Hardin Valley opens zone, it looks, 2-3. Out top of the ball, Corum. They went inside. It was knocked away. Corum grabbed it back on the perimeter. Hands off over to Mullins. Nearly double dribbled. Lily to Reagan Sheridan out top. Reagan drives to the baseline left. Maybe Hardin Valley playing a little triangle here. Let's see. Well, their man. They go down low. That's Curry. And nicely done as KJ feeds it into the post. Threaded it between two defenders. And Trinity Curry scores in close as Farragut leads 2-0. In front court with the basketball, Elena Lineberry for Hardin Valley. Flips it back out top. That ball's going to be off of off of Corum, they say. Hardin Valley retains possession as the ball trickles out of bounds down below. So the Lady Hawks have got Sarah Galloway, Marley Edwards, Elena Lineberry, Audrey Reen, and with the ball currently, Holly Lindsay. Down low, Reen, right block, puts a shot up with the right hand and got it to go. So both teams score on their opening possessions in close. Reen and Curry with the baskets for their respective teams. As Farragut with the ball out top, Reagan Sheridan. Guarded by Lineberry. Again, Farragut's able to go inside to Curry, and Curry this time from the left block lays it up and in. So working Trinity early in this ball game as Farragut leads 4-2. Three-quarter court zone press by the Lady Admirals. Hardin Valley in front court with it. Marley Edwards gives back to Galloway. Galloway gives it off out top to Lineberry. Lineberry driving on McNeely. Spins, and her shot blocked nicely by KJ. Loose ball picked up by Anna Corum. Good student section on hand for this Farragut Hardin Valley matchup. District openers, Reagan Sheridan takes the pass from Anna Corum, makes a beeline to the basket and scores. Sheridan in transition, and Farragut leads it 6-2. In front court as Hardin Valley breaks the press, it'll be Galloway taking a pass from Lineberry over on the left wing where Corum matches up with her. Inside to Reen, working against Curry, lost her dribble, has to move out on the perimeter to retrieve it, then gives it off to Galloway. Corum reaching, almost knocked the ball loose from Galloway. Right side pass will come to Holly Lindsay. Lindsay guarded by Lily Mullins. Out top, Reen's going to shoot a three. It's going to be short off the front of the rim. Ball on the floor is grabbed by KJ McNeely. KJ up the left side in front court. Centers the court, moves to the top of the key. Down the lane with the right hand, no good, but a foul on the shot attempt, and two free throws coming for KJ. As Farragut leading 6-2 early will shoot their first free throws. The foul going against Audrey Reen, her first, and the first of the ball game. Couple of baskets by Trinity Curry in close. Basket in transition by Reagan Sheridan, and KJ McNeely at the line with the first toss. I was looking down at the stat sheet, apparently no good. Farragut's going to sub out Corum and Curry. Second toss, good. So McNeely hits 1 of 2. And Farragut with its press. Pass comes into front court where it's deflected, and McNeely grabs it. KJ into front court, moves to the baseline. Galloway trying to steal it back. McNeely avoids the turnover, dribbles it back out top. Farragut's gotten into the ball game. Allure Branham, freshman, number 11, as well as fellow freshman, number 4, Jana Carball. Reagan Sheridan with the ball. Drives down the left side of the paint, gives to Carball on the left wing. One dribble to Mullins out top. Mullins driving right side of the lane, lost a handle on the ball, retrieves it in the corner, needs some help. And will Farragut use a timeout? No, instead, she tried to bounce the ball off the defender, and good reactions by Marley Edwards. She actually grabbed it, prevented it from being ricocheted off her leg, and then we had a held ball between she and Mullins, and so Hardin Valley gets it on the alternate possession. Lady Hawks with the basketball as Farragut continues a zone press. Ball in the middle of the floor to Galloway. She's bumped there by Branham, no foul call. Galloway across the timeline. Into the corner, three-pointer hoisted by Hardin Valley's Holly Lindsay, and it'll be good. Lindsay knocks down a three from the left corner as Hardin Valley pulls to within 2 at 7-5. Lily Mullins guarded by Lindsay. Gives it off to Reagan Sheridan. Now to KJ. KJ coming left to right. Will shoot just inside the top of the key and hits the 16-footer. KJ with her first field goal. Farragut leads 9-5. Ball knocked away in rear court. Branham with a steal. But then she got up off the floor. She said she kept her foot planted just because she was on a knee, but the official didn't see it that way. So Lady Admirals, well, Hardin Valley's going to sub here. Elena Lineberry out of the ball game. Let's see who they got in. Gracie Edwards, number 2, sophomore, enters the lineup for the Lady Hawks. Galloway with the ball out top, guarded by Mullins. Carball on Edwards as they look inside to Reen. Pass coming off the left wing from Marley Edwards. So you got a pair of Edwards on the floor right now to complicate matters. And Farragut whistled for a foul. They gave the foul to 34. Farragut. Didn't catch that. So not sure who the foul was on as Galloway wheels, spins baseline, shut down by Branham, fires it back out top off a deflection. It's grabbed by Gracie Edwards. Edwards exchanges it back and forth on the left side with Marley Edwards. Now right side with the ball. Lindsay looks into the post to Reen. Reen can't shoot against Curry. Puts it back out on the perimeter where a three-pointer by Sarah Galloway is true. So a couple of threes here early for Hardin Valley. Galloway and Holly Lindsay. And the Lady Hawks trail by only 1. Down the lane goes Mullins, and Mullins with the left hand scoops it up and scores. Nicely done by Lily attacking the basket, and Farragut leads by 3, 11-8. Galloway into front court, loops it to Edwards. Back and forth between Gracie Edwards and Marley Edwards. Now Galloway with the ball, pass right side, or left side rather, is stolen away by Mullins. Mullins into front court, shot from the free throw line is no good, but she was hacked from behind as she went up with the shot attempt. So a couple of free throws coming for Lily Mullins. Marley Edwards picks up the foul. Team's second foul of the quarter. 2:34 to go in the first quarter, and Mullins with the free throw up and no good. So Farragut just 1 of 3 from the foul line here early on. KJ, who's been hitting 82% from the line, went 1 for 2. Mullins is a 50% free throw shooter, but missed the second one. Curry got the rebound, missed on the follow. Then KJ had it momentarily, but it's going to be stripped away. That looked like a walk by Lineberry in rear court as she has checked back into the ball game. No call. So here's Galloway, picked up by the pesky Lily Mullins. Right side, it's Carball applying pressure on Emma Roden. And at the high post, we've got a foul call on Farragut's Trinity Curry. Should be her first and the team's second. Mullins checks out of the ball game as Farragut will get Corum back in. Inbound off the baseline for Hardin Valley comes from Galloway. She gets it back on the right wing, then goes inside. Lineberry working against Curry. Curry reaches, knocks it away. That's got to be 3 seconds in there, although I guess she didn't have possession. It was interrupted by Curry swatting the ball loose. So they'll go back inside, spinning Lineberry, and they'll call Curry for a foul. So two free throws, the first of the night for Hardin Valley. It'll be Elena Lineberry, sophomore, with a free throw no good off the back of the rim. Checking out of the ball game, Trinity Curry. Checking out for Hardin Valley, Holly Lindsay. Back in for Hardin Valley, Marley Edwards. Curry is spelled by McKenna Hartley. Second free throw good. So Lineberry hits 1 of 2. It's her first point. Farragut in front court with 1:50 to go in the first quarter, leading 11-9. Shot up by Carball from the right elbow, no good, but Hartley keeps it alive, gives to McNeely, right wing 3, no good. Farragut sneaks in, nearly got the offensive rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. Zoe Porter in pursuit of the basketball, nearly extended the possession for Farragut, but the ball goes out of bounds over the baseline, and Hardin Valley again faces a Farragut zone press. Galloway in rear court. That almost looked like a walk. Hartley reached in, knocked the ball loose, and now here's a steal by Anna Corum. Corum, anticipating a pass, slides in front, makes the pick, shovels it off to McNeely. Baseline drive, back to Corum, driving the lane, missed at the rim. Rebounded away by Galloway. Hardin Valley in front court. They go inside Lineberry. Quick spin move, no good, missed off the back of the rim. KJ McNeely clears the defensive board, brings it across the timeline as she drifts right, picked up man-to-man by Edwards. So McNeely ought to be able to take Edwards, one would think, back her down if they wanted to put her perhaps at the high post. Carball with the ball out high, left side, gives to Zoe Porter. Porter to Corum. Backdoor cut by McNeely. Corum can't get it to her, so KJ moves back to the corner, takes the pass, launches a three from the right wing. Short, rebounded away by Galloway. Farragut up 11-9, 30 seconds to go in our first quarter. Ball in front court is lost by Hardin Valley. Corum picks it up, heads the other way, feeds KJ on the left wing. Galloway with a quick closeout. Cross-court pass goes to Porter right side. Hartley screens for her. Porter shoots the three over McKenna Hartley, no good. Hartley with the offensive rebound, and she is fouled on a follow attempt. So Lineberry will pick up the personal for Hardin Valley. Should be her first, team third. 13.4 seconds to go in our opening quarter. And at the line, McKenna Hartley to shoot a couple. First free throw is good. And let's see. I think that's the first, no. McKenna shooting 75% from the foul line. And now at 80%, 4 of 5 on the year. Second toss, nothing but net. So the sophomore McKenna Hartley hits a pair of free throws for her first 2 points. And Farragut up 13-9. Hardin Valley across the timeline, but here's a trap. And Mullins knocks the ball loose. Now Hardin Valley throws it away. They will not be able to track it down. So a good trap by Farragut using both the sideline and the midcourt stripe. And Hardin Valley throws it out of bounds, but only 1.1 second remaining. So Farragut inbounds, and the first quarter is in the books with Farragut leading the visiting Lady Hawks in this District 4 4A opener 13-9. Back with second quarter action in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on West 105 and around the world at WFIV.com, as well as 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Now, LCUB is offering fiber internet for business, exclusive to LCUB electric customers. Get connected to just the speed you need with low latency and no data caps. As businesses each have unique needs, LCUB can customize your fiber internet to you. From static IP addresses to speed starting at half a gig and up. Get increased workplace productivity and no more laggy Zoom calls with fiber internet for business from LCUB. Browse available packages and get connected now at lcub.com.
Back at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Second quarter getting underway in our District 4 4A matchup between homestanding Farragut and visiting Hardin Valley. Lady Admirals up 13-9. Anna Corum to Lily Mullins, right side. Lily head fakes the three, moves to the free throw line, gives to Sheridan, coming back left to right. Now Sheridan down the left side of the lane, scoops it up off the window and scores. Reagan with her second basket. Farragut leads 15-9. Lady Admirals continue to press. Hardin Valley across the timeline, and they throw it ahead for a layup that will be good. Nicely done as Marley Edwards head up, found Holly Lindsay cutting to the basket, and Lindsay scores. She's got 5. Hardin Valley trails by 4. Farragut up 15-11 with 7:10 to go in our first half. Boys action to follow. Opening night of District 4 4A action as Farragut has on the floor Arabelle Ray, number 14, freshman. She takes a pass from Anna Corum on the right wing, dribbles it out top, shovels it off to Mullins. Mullins with a floater, right side, good. Lily Mullins, her second basket. Farragut leads it by 6, 17-11. At the scorer's table for the Lady Admirals, Laura Branham. Across the timeline, Hardin Valley breaks the press, but here comes the double team. They pick up the dribble, toying with a turnover, and indeed, the ball was knocked loose from the grasp of Gracie Edwards, and it ricocheted off her last. I think Farragut's hand that got in there to disrupt things the final time, at least, was Arabelle Ray, who now will get a breather. So she checked in at the quarter break and provided a breather and some good play. So here's Sheridan launching a three from out top. Too strong. Long rebound comes all the way back to Reagan at the top of the key. She drives the lane, puts it up off the window, a little too strong, and Hardin Valley rebounds it away with Lineberry. Lineberry gives it off to Galloway. Now Galloway, hounded in rear court, is going to need some help. Gets around Corum up the right side in front court. Moves left, gives it off to Lineberry, who immediately gives it back to Galloway. Corum applies the pressure out top for Farragut. Pass, right side. Mullins right in the hip pocket of Holly Lindsay. Inside, spinning into a double team. And that's going to be reaching and fouling. They're going to call Alora Branham for the foul for Farragut. Be her first foul and the first foul of the second quarter. So Galloway inbounds out top. They'll go inside. Lineberry with a shot up off the window from right in front and knocks it home. Her first field goal. It's 17-13. Farragut by 4. Sheridan exchanges the ball with Corum. Anna Corum dribbles left, gives to McNeely. Wide open look for three. A little bit flat on that shot. Off the side of the rim. Nicely saved by Reagan Sheridan. Mullins driving through the lane. Her shot is swatted away, and the loose ball is picked up by Hardin Valley's Audrey Reen. Now Reen in rear court will lose a handle on it, and the ball will be turned over. KJ McNeely, great effort by KJ. Knocked the ball loose and then off of Reen, out of bounds. And so Hardin Valley unable to get the ball into front court, as Anna Corum now getting a breather. Zoe Porter, KJ McNeely takes the inbound from Reagan Sheridan and lays it up and in. KJ knifing down the left side of the lane, took a diagonal pass from the baseline right from the inbounder Reagan Sheridan and scores the layup. KJ has 5. Farragut leads 19-13. Galloway in front court, guarded closely by Lily Mullins. Galloway will shoot a 3 and is offline. McNeely grabs it off the backboard. KJ into front court for Farragut. Guarded by Holly Lindsay into the right corner. Porter for a 3, good. Zoe Porter knocks down the 3 from the right corner, and Farragut leads it 22-13. And Hardin Valley wants a timeout. Zoe Porter, who connects on that 3-pointer. That'll be her 5th from long range this season. And it opens up a 9-point lead for the Lady Admirals at 22-13. Biggest advantage Farragut has enjoyed in this first half. With timeout on the floor, let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on West 105.
Merry Christmas from everyone at Citizens Bank, and a friendly reminder to stay alert for scams this season. Watch for fake social media giveaways, requests for payment by gift card, or imposters posing as bank employees. Citizens Bank digital banking tools can help you keep tabs on your accounts so you can celebrate more and worry less. Visit citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Farragut leading 22-13 in our girls contest with 4:23 remaining in the first half. Lady Admirals were up 13-9 at the quarter break. So a 9-4 second quarter advantage thus far for Farragut as they enjoy their biggest cushion of the ball game. Hardin Valley using the full timeout. As the teams return to the floor, Farragut resumes its zone press. Galloway will give to Reen. Reen dribbles it into front court. Looked like she might have palmed the basketball. They move it around the horn right to left. Then quickly back out top with a skip pass to Gracie Edwards. Edwards gives it off left side to Roden. Emma Roden into the lane, shut down on a double team by Zoe Porter. Right side, three-pointer hoisted by Holly Lindsay is no good. And it's Trinity Curry back in the ballgame with 2 fouls, grabbing the defensive board. Gives to KJ McNeely into front court, bounces it off to Lily Mullins. Galloway picks her up man-to-man. Both teams man as Porter bounces it inside to Curry. Didn't look to shoot. Out to McNeely. Goes immediately back inside to Trinity. Trinity kicks it out. Here's a three-pointer by Porter. Good. Zoe Porter, back-to-back three-pointers. One before the timeout and one after. And the Lady Admirals now lead by 12, 25-13. Hardin Valley in front court, breaking the press, but one dribble and picking it up is Emma Roden. Farragut comes with a double team. She gets it out in time. And here will be down the left side of the lane, Reen with a nice move, and she will be fouled by Curry, and that's a third foul on Trinity. And so an aggressive move down the lane by Audrey Reen, 6-foot sophomore, showing good footwork. Scores at the rim and an and one opportunity following Curry's third foul. So Trinity's going to check out. KJ's going to check out as well. Farragut up 25-15 and trying to complete the three-point play. Reen too strong on the free throw. It's rebounded away by Alora Branham, the 6'1 freshman for Farragut. Lady Admirals in front court, leading by 10 with 3 minutes to go first half. Reagan Sheridan drives right side, picks up her dribble, gives to Carbaugh on the right wing. Carbaugh moves to the top of the key. She's guarded there by Emma Roden, and Coach Mayfield's going to use a 30-second timeout. 2:51 to go in our first half, and Farragut using its first timeout of the ball game. If you're watching the online stream, behind the camera, Nick Blankenship, and covering Farragut football and basketball, only a small part of what Nick does. Also has A-List Video Solutions, which provides professional video services for a host of occasions, be it personal or business related. A-List Video Solutions, ready to assist with weddings, funerals, or any of other life's family gatherings. Need to document a conference or presentation? Let A-List Video Solutions help with its start to finish services. For more information about A-List Video Solutions' wide range of services, call or text 865-679-2276. Again, that's 865-679-2276. A-List Video Solutions. 25-15, Farragut leading by 10. Lady Admirals with the ball coming out of the timeout. And Lily Mullins, right side pass to Carbaugh. Jana Carbaugh, they'll swing it around left side to Branham in the left corner, and Laura Branham knocks down a three. So Farragut didn't have a three-pointer in the first quarter, but they've got three here in quarter number 2, and they lead by 13, 28-15. Inside goes to Lineberry, and the shot is rejected away by Branham. Nice defensive play by Alora Branham, and now she'll try a three from the right corner. It's going to be offline, but Sheridan grabs the rebound off the deck, immediately attacks the basket, got it to go with the left hand, and was fouled for an and one opportunity. The foul on Galloway will be her first, and Reagan Sheridan with the basket, giving her 6. Chance to add to that total at the free throw line. Lily Mullins checks out of the ball game, as does Jana Carbaugh. So Sheridan, left-handed junior, with the free throw, good, completes the three-point play, and Farragut leads 31-15. Lady Admirals continue with the zone press as Hardin Valley. Reen fires it across the timeline. Ball knocked away from behind. Who's that off of? Off of Farragut. Knocked out of bounds across the way. Marley Edwards had it poked from her grasp. And it'll be Reen inbounding. Side front court. Comes into Marley Edwards. Now out to Gracie Edwards, who's guarded man-to-man by Anna Corum. Edwards moves right. Circles on the wing. gives it off to Marley Edwards for a three from out top that is off the back of the rim, no good. And Reen trying to save it in bounds is unable to do so. So Farragut's basketball as KJ McNeely returns to the floor, replacing Branham. Branham, nice job while she was in there. Had a blocked shot as well as a three-pointer. 31-15, Farragut by 16 with 1:25 to go in the first half as Sheridan works off McNeely's high screen. Ball screen out top. Now KJ gets the ball back. Lineberry on her. KJ dribbles to the corner. Off to Jana Carball on the wing. Carball driving in right wing, leaves it back with KJ. KJ pulls up right side of the paint, left it short. And the ball's knocked away from Hardin Valley from behind. Farragut driving the lane. It'll be Sheridan missing. A putback by McNeely, no good. KJ grabs her own miss, dribbles, looped around the lane, came back to the basket and scores. KJ McNeely, almost with a globetrotter routine there for a moment. 7 points for KJ and an 18-point lead for Farragut as Reen takes a pass in front court, drives straight to the basket, and Farragut is going to hack and foul. That'll be on KJ McNeely. First foul on KJ, and the free throw by Reen is no good. Second one coming for the 6-foot sophomore from Hardin Valley. Reen with 4 points is now 0 for 2 from the foul line. And Coach Galloway will check into the ball game between free throws. Holly Lindsay returns to the lineup, replacing Gracie Edwards. Back at the free throw line now, Audrey Reen with a second toss, no good, too strong. Long rebound though will go to Lineberry. Right side three-pointer up by Edwards is no good. McNeely wrestles away the rebound. And so Farragut in front court, leading by 18 with just under a half minute to play first half here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Reagan Sheridan out top, dribbles right, hands to McNeely, coming back left. She'll shoot from 16, hits it. KJ from straight in front knocks down the jumper. 10 seconds to go. Farragut leading by 20, 35-15. Galloway going to be trapped. Looked like she walked. Indeed she did. Picked up her dribble and took an extra step as she brought it in front court with the trap coming from the Farragut defense, and that'll be turnover number 6 for Hardin Valley. Mullins back into the ball game, as well as Porter replacing Corum and McKenna Hartley. So Mullins to inbound, comes into Sheridan, doesn't have much time. Reagan launches from the top of the key, no good at the buzzer, and it'll be 35-15. Farragut leading at intermission as Farragut up only 4 at the quarter break. But a big second quarter by the Lady Admirals as they outscore Hardin Valley 22-6, gives them a 20-point cushion over the visiting Lady Hawks here at intermission. 35-15 your halftime score. We'll get a 3-minute break for our sponsors and return to take a look at the first half numbers on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on West 105 around the world, WFIV.com, and on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105. Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market, offers fresh seafood entrees at all 3 of its area locations. Po' boys, crab cake plates, fish tacos, shrimp, salmon, and more. Choose an entree. Choose a side and a beverage. Dine in or carry it out. You won't regret making the Shrimp Dock your choice for a seafood meal. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Matthew at Bryan Insurance Group. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And if you want to start the year off right, reach out to us at bryaninsurance.com.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and a championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Eric Gerhard back with you here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, along with Nick Blankenship, who's behind the camera. If you're watching the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel, Dusty Street back in our WFIV studios, and we appreciate you tuning in tonight wherever you may be listening through whatever outlet. As Farragut in this District 4 4A opener, leading Hardin Valley at halftime of our girls contest. It's Farragut up 35 to 15. The Lady Admirals with a 22 to 6 second quarter advantage. Turning what was a 4-point lead at the quarter break into a 20-point cushion at halftime. By my count, Farragut has not committed a turnover. Meanwhile, Hardin Valley with 6 first-half turnovers, and a couple of other times that Farragut came up with a loose ball where statistically it doesn't qualify as a turnover, but it was a change of possession just the same. So Hardin Valley, again, a young team. Same is true of their boys team. We'll look at that a little bit more here as our girls' halftime progresses. But you've got just a couple of juniors on this Hardin Valley squad. Otherwise, it's all freshmen and sophomores. And so you thought that perhaps Farragut would be able, with that youth and inexperience, would be able to perhaps be disruptive on the defensive end, force some turnovers, and they were able to do that. But Farragut set the tone early going inside to Trinity Curry. She got a couple of baskets, but then incurred some foul difficulties. Picking up a second foul, she went to the bench, and so Farragut kind of got the scoring from some different sources as the half wore on, certainly in the second quarter, when Zoe Porter had the hot hand with a pair of three-pointers, and Laura Branham, freshman, in off the bench, knocked down a 3 as well. Reagan Sheridan with an old-fashioned three-pointer, the and one opportunity that she converted. But Farragut getting 4 first-half points from Lily Mullins, who was 0 of 1 from the line. Zoe Porter with the 2 three-pointers I just mentioned. 6 first-half points for the junior Porter. Laura Branham with 3-pointers on a second quarter 3-point field goal. Reagan Sheridan 1 of 1 from the line. 7 first-half points for Reagan. Trinity with 4. Again, sat a decent part of the first half. Picked up 2 fouls pretty early, and then when she returned to the lineup, it wasn't too long before she picked up a 3rd, and so that sent her back to the bench. So 4 points for Trinity as she scored Farragut's first 2 baskets of the ball game. And then KJ McNeely with 9 first-half points, is 1 of 2 from the foul line, and McKenna Hartley hit a pair of free throws for her first-half scoring. So the Lady Admirals shot 4 of 6 collectively from the foul line, 67%, and the 3 3-pointers, again 2 from Zoe Porter, 1 from Allure Branham. For Hardin Valley, Sarah Galloway, a single basket. That was a first-quarter 3-pointer. Elena Lineberry, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 points for Lineberry. Holly Lindsay, 1 3-pointer and 5 first-half points to lead the Lady Hawks in scoring. And Audrey Reen with 4 first-half points. Reen 0 of 3 from the foul line. So Hardin Valley shot 1 of 5 from the foul line. Again, Farragut was 4 of 6. And the Lady Hawks with 2 3-pointers, getting 1 apiece from Holly Lindsay and Sarah Galloway. Looking ahead to our boys contest, Hardin Valley will enter the night 5-2, Farragut at 5-1, as the Admirals, coming off their first loss of the season Tuesday night at Maryville, the Admirals fell 67-53. Prior to that, we saw Farragut in the season opener knock off Alcoa 73-62. Then they went to Carter for the play date and defeated Lakeway Christian 63-30, and Grace Christian in the second game on that Saturday, November 22nd, defeated Grace Christian 62-39. So a couple of lopsided wins at Carter was then followed by a couple of convincing wins as well in the Thanksgiving tournament here at Farragut. First, the Admirals defeated Carnes by 21, 69-48. And then a game the Admirals took complete control of in the opening quarter, never looked back. They defeated First Baptist Academy 62-18. And again, earlier this week, the Admirals saddled with their first loss of the year, 67-53. So Coach Burris's Admirals 5-1 on the season. Meanwhile, Hardin Valley is 5-2. The Hawks lost their first 2 games at Central, 75-58 the loss, and against Fulton, 75-69. The Falcons getting the win over the Hawks by 6. Since then, Hardin Valley has reeled off 5 straight wins, defeating David Crockett 55-46, defeated Gibbs 78-42, beat Morristown East 66-57. Let's see, a win over Greenville by a surprising margin. I don't know if Greenville had football players back at that point or not. Saturday, that was just this past Saturday, but 76-48, a 28-point victory over Greenville. That one certainly stands out. And then most recently on Tuesday night, Hardin Valley with a 10-point win over Carter, 68-58. So should be a good one. The Hawks are young, but obviously playing really well. Of course, the Admirals are an experienced group, at least with the starting lineup, senior class, and trying to bounce back after their first loss of the season Tuesday night. So 5-1 Farragut, 5-2 Hardin Valley coming up later as both teams play their first district game of the season. By the way, last year Farragut won all 3 matchups. Admirals defeated Hardin Valley on the road 74-69, won at home by 12, 52-40. And then in the district tournament, Farragut ended Hardin Valley's season with a 69-53 victory. So the boys game, hope you'll stay tuned for that, coming up a little later in the evening. Meanwhile, we've got the second half of our girls contest to go, and Farragut leading by 20. We'll see Hardin Valley have the first possession of the second half. Good crowd on hand here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Farragut starts the second half with the same 5 they began the game. Anna Quorum, Lily Mullins, Trinity Curry, Reagan Sheridan, and KJ McNeely. Inside they go to Reen. She misses badly with a quick turnaround shot. I think that was with the left hand. Offline, Farragut with a rebound. Lady Admirals with their first possession of the third quarter. Curry with the ball at the high post, 1 dribble, then shovels it off to KJ. She's being pursued by Galloway. Curry screens for her out top. KJ moves to the right elbow. 15-footer, no good. Curry with the rebound. Scoops up a follow, no good. Hardin Valley flirting with a turnover in rear court, but Galloway grabs it back. In front court, a 3-pointer up from the right wing is going to be no good by Holly Lindsay, but they keep it alive. Out top, Reen for a 3. Good. Audrey Reen knocks down a three as Hardin Valley extends the possession with an offensive rebound. Farragut in front court leading 35-18. Hardin Valley on the board first here in the second half. Left side, McNeely. Nice quick pass inside to Trinity. Moves it to the right wing to Mullins, who penetrates, fires into the corner to Sheridan. Extra pass to KJ on the wing. Three-pointer too strong. Rebounded away by Lineberry of Hardin Valley. Galloway tosses it ahead in front court to Edwards. Marley Edwards, that is. Inside, Reen can't shoot. Now here comes the cutter Lineberry down the lane, and she'll lay it up and in. Lineberry knifing to the basket, and in effect, Reen screened everybody off for a teammate. So Lineberry's got 5, and Hardin Valley scores the first 5 of this third quarter. 35-20, Farragut leading. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. That's Mullins, gives to Sheridan. Sheridan driving left, up off the window, scores. Reagan Sheridan, seen that a couple of times tonight. She's got 9 points. And Farragut leads by 17. First basket of the second half for the Lady Admirals. Hardin Valley breaks the press. Underneath the basket, double team on Holly Lindsay. Kicks it back out for a three-point attempt that is going to be no good by Marley Edwards. And then in pursuit of the basketball, I think KJ was fouled. Elena Lineberry picks up what I believe is her second foul. It's the first foul of the second half on either team. Lily Mullins, guarded by Holly Lindsay. Both teams man-to-man. Mullins to the right baseline and stepped on the baseline. A turnover for Farragut, which I think is the first of the night for the Lady Admirals. Farragut by 17, zone press, 2-2-1. Reen ahead to Galloway. Galloway trapped, ball knocked away from her, grabs it back, fires to Lineberry. 17-footer is good. Just inside the three-point line, Lineberry knocks it down. Farragut nearly had the steal, but kind of fortuitous ricochet right back to Galloway, who fired to Lineberry, who knocked down the shot. So Farragut up by 15. They go inside to Curry. Curry to Sheridan. Sheridan down the lane with the left hand. Rim won't accept it. Kicked it out. Hardin Valley with the rebound. It's Reen giving to Galloway. Double teamed in rear court. Gives to Edwards. She's going to be double teamed. And Coach Galloway uses a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout being used by Hardin Valley. That gives me an opportunity to tell you that coming up Saturday, February 7th at 5 p.m. in the Farragut High School Commons, it'll be the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletic Hall of Fame banquet. This year's honorees include Coach Eddie Courtney, Drew Burnett, Harrison Eldridge, Katie Green, Anna Miller, Cole Strange, James Thomas, Bailey Williams, and Sarah Yeager. The Service Award inductees are Michelle Brosette and Richard Huff. So make plans to attend the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame banquet. Again, Saturday, February 7th, 5 p.m. in the school commons. Last year, tickets were $40 each, or a table of 8 was $300. Here's Farragut with a steal, and Sheridan with a layup and a basket. Sheridan now with 11 as Farragut continuing to press, knocking the ball loose in rear court. Lily Mullins comes up with the steal, gives it off to KJ McNeely, fires it right side to Reagan for a three, in and out, rims it out. In rear court, Mullins is going to be called for a foul. But back-to-back, Farragut knocked the ball loose from Hardin Valley in rear court. Sheridan scoring the basket after the first miscue by the Lady Hawks. Saw her three-pointer rim out following the second. And now Hardin Valley, after a Mullins foul, works the ball into front court. Farragut leading 39-22. Midway through the third quarter, Lady Admirals have got Jana Carbaugh on the floor guarding Galloway. Left side it goes to Reen. Drives through the lane. Got the basket to go, and Sheridan committed the foul. Reen has been impressive on the dribble drive on a good 3 occasions. Had an opportunity, a 3-point play in the first half, couldn't convert. This time she does. So Reen has 10 points to lead Hardin Valley. Farragut by 14, 39-25. Left side, Carball with the ball. Jana has it knocked away, grabs it back, gives to Lily Mullins. Mullins guarded by Lineberry. To Sheridan, guarded by Galloway, top of the key, bounces it inside to KJ. KJ working in the post, fires left side to Carball. Extra pass in the corner for the 3-point attempt by Branham, no good. Rebounded away by Gracie Edwards. Edwards deep in rear court, picks up her dribble, gives to Reen. Reen loops it into front court to Lindsay. Right side, Lineberry tries a 3, short off the front of the rim. Farragut's Branham. Got the rebound off the deck and gives it to KJ McNeely. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Farragut leading 39-25 as McNeely walks it into front court. Lindsay on her defensively. KJ driving, left side of the paint, wheels into the paint, fires to Mullins, right side 3, good by Lily. Third basket of the ball game for Lily Mullins, who now has 7. Edwards pass in front court, stolen away by Farragut's Branham. And now I'm not sure what the call was. I looked down for the to mark the turnover for Hardin Valley, and Farragut gave it right back. So I don't know if Branham shuffled her feet or stepped on the sideline across the way, but Hardin Valley gets a reprieve, gets the ball back, trailing by 17. Farragut's got Zoe Porter in the ball game, applying pressure on Edwards. Galloway fires it inside to Reen. Reen, turnaround jumper right side of the paint, no good. Rimmed out, Trinity Curry. Having checked into the game for Farragut, Curry has the rebound, now in front court, ball knocked away from Carball, and the players are on the deck. We have a held ball. 2:08 to go, third quarter. Allure Branham, Zoe Porter, Trinity Curry, Anna Corum, and Jana Carball on the floor for Coach Jason Mayfield. Holly Lindsay called for a foul, her first. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Anna Corum. Off to Branham. Branham dribbles right, shovels it off to Porter. Porter top of the key, bounces it high post to Curry. Branham drives right side. Picks up her dribble, keeps the pivot foot planted, gives to Curry, who in turn gives to Porter, and Porter knocks down another 3. I don't think Zoe's missed tonight. I think she's 3 for 3 from long range. And Farragut leads by 20, which was the lead at halftime. 45-25, 1:30 to go, third quarter. Galloway off to Gracie Edwards, guarded by Carball. Bounce pass left side, just did get to Lindsay. Lindsay pulls up for a mid-range jumper left side, and it's good. Holly Lindsay with 7 points. Farragut in front court. Anna Corum guarded by Lindsay. Right side to Jana Carball. Inside Curry, down low, right block, powers up the shot and scores. Trinity, good strong move in the post. Her first basket since early in this ball game. She's got 6. Hardin Valley breaks the press. It'll be Edwards launching a 3 from the right wing. No good. Long rebound goes to Edwards. Galloway drops it off inside. That looked like an extra step. Reen, nice move in the post. Thought she might have walked, but the officials didn't see it that way. Knocks it home off the window. She's got 12. Farragut in front court is Branham in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. And Carball just out battles Hardin Valley for the rebound, but then her shot is blocked by Reen. Curry nearly had a steal in rear court. Hardin Valley into front court with the ball in the hands of Galloway. Gives it back to Gracie Edwards. Corum on her defensively as Edwards circles on the right wing, picks up her dribble, goes inside to Reen. That's got to be a walk. Reen, they don't call the walk. Instead, they call a foul. They'll call that on Porter. So Reen with the free throw. Good. Reen has 13 points to lead all scorers. Farragut checks Corum and Carbaugh and Curry out of the game. KJ McNeely back in along with Porter, Mullins, Sheridan, and Branham. Second free throw is good as well. Farragut quickly in front court. 2 seconds to go. McNeely into the lane. Floater with the right hand. Won't go with the buzzer. KJ got up a good shot, having to go the length of the floor with only a few seconds left. But the shot would not go down off the back of the rim. And Farragut, after three, will lead Hardin Valley in this District 4 4A opener 47 to 31. Back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action in our girls contest as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on West 105.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch.
Look at my text.
With a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big.
Thank you, Dusty.
No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Hardin Valley will have the first possession of the fourth quarter. Lady Admirals leading at home in this District 4 4A opener 47-31. It's just a Farragut Admiral basketball presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust. Lady Admirals led by 20 at halftime. And McNeely deflects a pass, going to be picked up by Lily Mullins. Turnover for Hardin Valley, its 10th of the night. Farragut has, by my count, just 2 turnovers. And the Lady Admirals with their first possession of the fourth quarter up 16. Zoe Porter head fakes a three, drives in the lane, leaves it off with McKenna Hartley. Didn't handle the pass cleanly, does come up with it. Now Mullins takes the pass from Hartley, drives the lane, but the shot hit the underside of the rim, and Hardin Valley comes away with the basketball. In front court with it, the Lady Hawks, as Emma Roden misses on a shot, and there's a follow by Roden, excuse me. Emma Roden with her first basket. She becomes the 5th Lady Hawk to score. Reagan Sheridan attacking the basket on the other end. Misses off the back of the rim. However, McKenna Hartley is there to grab the defensive board and will be fouled. Reagan Sheridan to inbound from the baseline right for Farragut, which leads by 14 with 7:01 to go. KJ took the inbound feed, gave it back to the inbounder Sheridan. She'll miss in the paint with the shot, and it's rebounded away by Hardin Valley. Lady Hawks in front court. Galloway guarded by Mullins. Right side to Roden, and the ball just lost out of bounds. Most of the turnovers tonight have been forced by Farragut's defense. That one, however, was gifted to Farragut. .635 to go. Boys action to follow. Boys JV game went the way of Farragut, 46-42. Exciting game. Farragut goes inside to McKenna Hartley. Right block, puts up the shot and got it to go. Reagan Sheridan dumped it in the post. And McKenna Hartley, with her first field goal of the night, to go along with a couple of made free throws, has 4 points, and Farragut leads by 16, 49-33. Hardin Valley breaks the press, but then throws it away. It'll be KJ McNeely stepping in front of a pass intended for Lineberry. KJ brings it back the other way, all the way to the basket, scoops it up with the left hand, good, and a foul. A three-point play opportunity coming for KJ McNeely. A steal at one end, the basket at the other. And now to the free throw line as Sarah Galloway picks up the personal foul. I think it's her second. And it's the second on Hardin Valley this quarter. Both teams shuttling in new players as KJ in double figures with that basket, averaging 17.5 per game, converts the free throw, giving her 12 tonight. Farragut up by 19, 52-33. In front court, Hardin Valley's Holly Lindsay circles on the left wing, awaits the rest of her teammates in front court. With the ball out top, Gracie Edwards, and a hand check foul on Reagan Sheridan. Second foul on Reagan, first foul this quarter on Farragut. Reen gives in to Galloway. Galloway to Lindsay. Off to Edwards, left side Galloway. They're looking in the post. Galloway spins, moves along the baseline, and powers up a shot. Good. Sarah Galloway with a nice baseline drive, has 5 points now, and it's 52-35, Farragut by 17. Mullins to Sheridan. Sheridan in front court to Anna Corum on the left wing. Anna gives it off to KJ out near the what used to be the hash mark. KJ drifts right all the way to the baseline, trying to fire it into the left corner, and Edwards got her hands out and stole it. Gracie Edwards, anticipating the pass, makes the steal on the baseline. Edwards in front court, cross court to Marley Edwards. She'll launch a three offline. McNeely grabs the rebound. Ball knocked away from her from behind. And they call KJ for the foul. So McNeely's called for the foul. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Looks like Hardin Valley asked for the full timeout. So with timeout taken at the 4:48 mark in the fourth quarter, and the Lady Admirals up on Hardin Valley 52-35, we'll step aside here for a 30-second break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on West 105.
If you're an LCUB electric customer, this is for you. It's time to upgrade your internet to true fiber to the home, the fastest internet available with free installation, no contracts, affordable fixed pricing, and local customer service. It's not too good to be true. LCUB is connecting new neighborhoods now with gig speed fiber internet starting at $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi included. Check your availability at lcub.com and get connected.
District opening night. Farragut leading Hardin Valley. 4:48 to go in the fourth quarter of our girls contest. The Lady Admirals up 52-35. Farragut led 13-9 after one. Outscored Hardin Valley 22-6 in the second quarter, opening up a 20-point halftime lead. Hardin Valley with a 16-12 third quarter edge, trimmed it to 16, and now a double dribble by Hardin Valley on the perimeter. Had a defender running at Edwards, picked up her dribble and thought she'd reset her feet and attempt the three, but the double dribble will be turnover number 13 of the night by my count for Hardin Valley. Farragut in front court as Anna Corum gets it to Jana Carbaugh on the wing, down low to Curry. Curry working underneath the basket, reverse layup, won't go, and it's taken away by Holly Lindsay on the backside. Lindsay takes the pass from Galloway in front court, leaves it off with Edwards on the right wing. Edwards returns it out high to Galloway, swings it to Gracie Edwards left side. To Lindsay in the corner, now down low to Reen, and Reen with a tough shot throws it back up over her head off the window. Good. Reen's been impressive to be just a sophomore. 16 points for her tonight. Farragut in front court leading by 15. 4 minutes to go. Lily Mullins pulls up right side, mid-range jumper, no good, but Curry is there to clean it up. Trinity grabbed the miss and then was hacked by Reen on a follow attempt. So 2 free throws coming for Lady Admiral Jr., Trinity Curry. Curry, first free throw, short. First free throw of the night for Trinity. And now the second one is missed as well. That's rare. Very good free throw shooter, missed them both. And so it remains 52-37. Hardin Valley in front court as Galloway goes to Reen. Reen working on the baseline. Turnaround jumper won't go. Baseline turnaround jumper, tough shot. Rims out. Farragut with the rebound. Into front court, Anna Coral. Picked up by Lindsay as McNeely returns to the scorer's table, as does Reagan Sheridan. Lily Mullins off Curry's screen, pulls up in the paint for a 14-foot jumper, no good. And then they're going to call Farragut apparently for a foul on the rebound attempt. Jana Carbaugh assessed the foul. Curry will be replaced by McNeely, and Sheridan replaces Coram. Farragut continuing to press. Galloway rifles it right side to Gracie Edwards. Edwards to Lindsay, double teamed on the baseline. And a foul called on the Lady Admirals. Alora Branham. I think that's the third on Branham. Galloway inbounding. Lindsay, right side jumper, good. Lindsay's got nice touch from mid-range. She's hit a couple of mid-range jumpers tonight. The lost art of the mid-range jumper. And now in rear court, Farragut's going to be called for taking steps. And Coach Mayfield is going to use a full timeout. Lady Admirals use a full timeout with 2:58 to play. Farragut's lead is down to 13 at 52-39. Timeout on the floor. Let's get a 30-second break for our sponsors. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Merry Christmas from everyone at Citizens Bank, and a friendly reminder to stay alert for scams this season. Watch for fake social media giveaways, requests for payment by gift card, or imposters posing as bank employees. Citizens Bank digital banking tools can help you keep tabs on your accounts so you can celebrate more and worry less. Visit citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
.258 to go in our girls contest. Farragut up 52-39. Hardin Valley with the ball coming out of the Farragut timeout. Lady Admirals with Branham, Carbaugh, Mullins, Sheridan, and McNeely. Hardin Valley with the ball in the hands of Gracie Edwards on the left wing, guarded by Lily Mullins. Away from the ball. McNeely called for the foul. It's the third on KJ and the fifth on Farragut as a team, so that'll send Reen to the line to shoot the free throws. She missed her first three, has hit her last three. First toss of two on this trip, no good, rims out. 16 points for Audrey Reen to lead all scores and make it 17 as she hits one of two. Now Reen checks out of the game and Lineberry returns to the floor for the Lady Hawks. Hardin Valley pressing as Jana Carbaugh in rear court off to Lily Mullins. Mullins throws it into the scorer's table at midcourt for a turnover. And so Hardin Valley quickly gets Reen back in for the offense, and Farragut will get Mullins out as Anna Coram returns to the floor. 2:38 to go. Galloway working against Coram to the left wing. KJ trying to front in the post against Reen. Ball goes to Lineberry at the top of the key, guarded there by freshman Alora Branham. Left side, Galloway to the baseline. Farragut Sheridan comes over and deflects the pass. A double team on the pass on the baseline, and Farragut comes up with a steal. Now Carbaugh attacking the basket on the other end, and no foul called as she collides with Reen. Back the other way, Hardin Valley.
Official timeout. Warning to Farragut bench.
And play was stopped. Not exactly what for. So they stopped the play for warning on the bench. Inbound feed for Hardin Valley is going to be thrown away, and now both teams chasing a loose ball in the paint. We have a held ball. Alternate possession gives it to Farragut. Reen checks out of the game as Hardin Valley plays defense. Farragut inbounds to Sheridan. KJ gets it back. And we'll have a foul in rear court on Lineberry. It's her fourth. Fourth foul on Hardin Valley, apparently, as a team. Farragut inbounds to Sheridan. Hardin Valley pressing, and now Lineberry bumping her as she comes up the near sideline. She fouls out of the ball game. So Lineberry will leave with 2 minutes to play. And it's the fifth foul on the Lady Hawks this quarter, which means Reagan Sheridan will shoot a pair of free throws. Sheridan 1 of 1 from the line tonight, having completed a 3-point play back in the second quarter. So Lineberry leaves having fouled out, and Audrey Reen returns to the lineup for Hardin Valley. Lineberry 7 points for the sophomore. Sheridan at the line. Free throw rims out, no good. Emma Roden will be replaced in the Hardin Valley lineup by Marley Edwards. Farragut with everybody in rear court besides Sheridan, the free throw shooter. And this one's off the back of the rim, no good. So Reagan misses a pair. It's a 12-point game, 1:55 to play. Farragut, biggest lead was 20 on a couple of occasions, including halftime. Galloway, guarded by Corum, starts right, comes back left, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards dribbles right, gives to Marley Edwards, right back to Gracie Edwards. Inside, Reen drives the paint with the right hand, missed at the rim. KJ McNeely grabs the rebound. Good aggressive defensive board by KJ. Brings it across into front court, and they will grab and foul her. Reen gives the foul with 1:21 to play. So KJ, who's 2 of 3 from the line tonight, 12 points. KJ entering the game shooting 82% from the line. Hits the first of 2, and now we're going to have a full timeout taken by Hardin Valley. So by my count, Hardin Valley has a 30-second timeout remaining. Farragut has 2 fulls and a 30 remaining. 1:21 to go in our fourth quarter, and Farragut leading 53-40. KJ McNeely with 1 free throw still to come after this 30-second break for our sponsors. Farragut up 53-40 as you listen to Farragut basketball on West 105, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
So the Lady Admirals lead by 13, and between KJ McNeely free throws, Hardin Valley using its final full timeout of the ball game. They have a 30-second timeout remaining. McNeely will go to the line, where tonight she is 3 of 4. Again, coming into the ball game, hitting 82% of her free throws. McNeely leading Farragut In scoring at 17.5 per game, and rebounds at 9 per game, and in assists at 3.7 per game. The second free throw rims out, no good. 13-point lead, 1:13 to play. As Hardin Valley works the ball around the perimeter, they go inside to Reen. Reen spins into a double team. That is a tough call on somebody for Farragut. They were straight up. They were there ahead of the spin move by Reen, and they called the foul on KJ McNeely. That foul came from the official on the baseline. I don't think he could see anything as far as KJ's positioning goes. Reen with a free throw, no good. 17 points for Reen tonight. Now 4 of 8 from the foul line. And this one's no good, and a push in the back on the rebound attempt. Holly Lindsay's going to get caught. So we'll walk to the other end. Reen misses both free throws, and McNeely goes back to the line for Farragut at the other end of the floor to shoot 2 more. KJ with the toss. Good. 1:06 to play. Farragut by 14. 54-40. KJ second toss. Good as well. So KJ with 15, and Farragut leads by 15. Hardin Valley in front court with the basketball. Galloway guarded by Carball. Right side, Lindsay looks inside to Reen. Reen working against Curry. Spins with the left hand, short off the front of the rim. Rebounded away by McNeely. Double teamed in rear court, and they grab and foul as Marley Edwards commits the foul. So KJ with a chance to basically get to her average if she can hit both of these free throws. First toss is good. Second toss is good as well. 17 for KJ. And Farragut leads at 57-40. 45 seconds to play in the front court. Gracie Edwards for Hardin Valley. Lily Mullins on her. Pair of twos matching up. Bounces it off the leg of Anna Corum, and it'll go into the Hardin Valley bench. So the Lady Hawks inbounding side front court down below. And triggering the play will be Marley Edwards. Into Galloway. Back to Edwards. Now to Gracie Edwards. Edwards moving to the right wing, picks up her dribble. Goes to high post to Galloway and lost it. The ball was knocked away by Lily Mullins, picked up by KJ McNeely. That'll be turnover number 15 of the night by my count for Hardin Valley. 20 seconds to play. McNeely dribbling out the final seconds as Hardin Valley will fall to 3 and 4 as they lose this District 4 4A opener. Farragut snaps a 2-game slide. They're now 3 and 4 on the season and 1 and 0 in district play as Farragut will win it 57-40. Lady Admirals with the victory over neighboring Hardin Valley. And really it was the second quarter where Farragut put significant distance between themselves and the visiting Lady Hawks and were able to hold on to a double-digit lead the rest of the way, ultimately winning it by 17. Again, 57-40 is your final score in the girls contest this evening here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Boys taking the floor, warming up for a game that is some 12 minutes away. They're not giving us as much time between games, I don't believe, as we normally have. JV game ran late earlier. Farragut won that one, by the way, 46-42. So it'll be the Admirals looking for a clean sweep tonight of the Hawks. But should be a good one. Boys game on the way. 5-1 Farragut, 5-2 Hardin Valley in the District 4 4A opener. Let's get a 3-minute break. We'll return to take a look at the final numbers from our girls contest. Again, Farragut a 57-40 winner over Hardin Valley as you listen to Admiral Hoops on West 105, presented by Precision Garage Door Service.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Matthew at Bryan Insurance Group. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And if you want to start the year off right, reach out to us at bryaninsurance.com.
Where do you go for shrimp straight from the Gulf, wild salmon, and the best clam chowder in the South? The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market. The Shrimp Dock has fish delivered from the Atlantic, Pacific, and Gulf multiple times per week. Whether it's fish on the grill for two or a shrimp boil tailgate party for family and friends, the Shrimp Dock is your home for fresh seafood and shellfish. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Leaky pipes.
Oh, no.
Toilets clogged.
Oh, crap.
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David Zambi Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Marable, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David Zambi Carpet and Floors in store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can't be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
Back at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium on this opening night of the District 4-4A portion of the schedule. And it's the Lady Admirals with a 17-point victory over Hardin Valley, 57-40, as the Lady Admirals improved to 3-4 overall. Hardin Valley now 3-4 as well. The Lady Hawks had won a couple in a row coming into this one and had done so in convincing fashion over Gibbs and Carter. But Farragut pulled away in the second quarter. It was 13-9 at the quarter break. Second quarter heavily in Farragut's favor, a 22-6 advantage. And so Farragut built a 20-point lead by halftime, 35-15. And while Hardin Valley would get as close as, I believe, 12 on a couple of occasions, the lead never dipped to single digits again, as Farragut led 47-31 after 3, and the final score 57-40. Lady Admirals by 17 get the district opening win. I had Farragut with just 4 turnovers tonight, all of those in the second half, and Hardin Valley with 15. Looking at the individual scoring, first for Hardin Valley, it was Sarah Galloway with 5 points, included in her total a 3-pointer. Emma Roden with 2 points. Elena Lineberry with 7 points, fouled out with 2 minutes remaining in the game. Lineberry was 1 of 2 from the foul line. Holly Lindsay tonight with 9 points, including a 3-pointer. And Audrey Reen did the lion's share of the damage for the Lady Hawks. An assortment of post moves and also drives from the perimeter, attacking the basket for the 6-foot sophomore. But Reen finished 4 of 10 from the line with a team high 17 points. Hardin Valley shoots 5 of 12 from the foul line, 42%, and they had 2 3-pointers. Both of those came in the first half, 1 apiece from Sarah Galloway and Holly Lindsay. For Farragut, Lily Mullins, 1 3-pointer, 0 of 1 from the line. She finished with 7 points. Zoe Porter had the hot hand tonight. Lady Admiral Jr. with 9 points on 3 3-pointers. I believe she was 3 of 3. Alora Branham had 3 points, second quarter 3-pointer for the Farragut freshman. Reagan Sheridan, 1 of 3 from the line, finishes with 11 points. Trinity Curry, 0 of 2 from the line, 6 points tonight for Trinity, who had some foul difficulties in the first half, so did not play much in the first 16 minutes, although she did score Farragut's first 4 points of the night. Again, Trinity finishes with 6. KJ McNeely, 7 of 9 from the line, 17 points tonight for KJ, pretty much right on her average of 17 and a half. And McKenna Hartley, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 points tonight for the sophomore, as she saw significant minutes, again with Curry having some foul difficulty. So Farragut was 10 of 17 from the foul line, 59%. Again, Hardin Valley was 5 of 12. And the 2 3-pointers for Hardin Valley, Farragut had 5 threes, led again by Zoe Porter, who knocked down 3 of those, 1 apiece from Branham and Lily Mullins. So Farragut with a 57-40 victory, 3-4 on the season, 1-0 in the district, and a couple of district games coming up next week on the road, as Farragut on Tuesday night will be at Oak Ridge, and a week from tonight, the Lady Admirals go to Lenoir City. So first of 3 consecutive district games, a win, and pleased to be joined by Coach Jason Mayfield. Coach, second quarter, I was saying, put some distance between yourselves and Hardin Valley, and they got as close as 12, but never got it back to single digits, so you played with that nice cushion the rest of the way.
Yeah, that helps. We just still got to figure out the 32 minutes, especially the second half. We talked about it a bunch. I don't know if it's just conditioning or if it's just mindset or whatever, or if it's just the way we're subbing as coaches or whatever it is. We still got to figure out the whole 32 minutes part of the game. But it's kind of what we've typically done in some good games. The games we played well is come out first half, played pretty well. Third quarter, we kind of hang on, and then we kind of finish well. So it was at least good to see, good to be 1-0 in the district.
Absolutely, absolutely. Always beats the alternative, and had your moments. Certainly Zoe Porter tonight had the hot hand from outside, and you got contributions from a lot of different people. You played a number of Lady Admirals significant minutes tonight.
Yeah, and we can use our depth. It just with the injuries, it really stinks because we had a lot of depth, and we still have a lot of depth. We just have a lot of depth that wasn't quite ready to do what we need them to do all the time, and it's not on their fault. It's just they're just young and inexperienced. Even Zoe. I mean, Zoe's a junior, but never played in those big moments and all those kinds of things. Zoe had some good looks on Tuesday at Maryville, just in and out kind of thing, and it was good to see her get going. We actually give out a little captain hat after the game, after wins, and Zoe actually got it. Farragut Press wanted to interview her, and you mentioned her first too, so that's great for her. Great for her. She's a great kid. Works hard. Knows her role, which was the main thing. Get out there and shoot, knock them down. We need them.
And I thought Lily Mullins, maybe more than usual, was kind of looking for shot opportunities.
I don't know why we haven't with Lily. As soon as, really anyway, we needed that other scorer to make up for Gabby's stuff. But yeah, Lily, she can really score like she can. She can get to the rim. She's got a great little pull-up, probably the best pull-up jump shot on the team, and can make threes too. But yeah, it was good to see her getting out there. And she's really getting after it defensively, which she needs to do, a little bit more of, and that was good.
We're always going to be talking about KJ and probably Trinity as well, and Reagan. And so all of those young ladies, will get frequent mentions. But you think about like McKenna Hartley tonight playing significant minutes because of Curry's first half foul difficulties. Right. I thought she gave you really quality playing time as well.
Yeah, and McKenna can do it. She played really well for us this summer. Trinity was injured for a little bit, and so she can do it. She's another one like Zoe. She just needs some reps. Needs to kind of get it all there and get it going. But yeah, she can do some damage. Made a couple free throws, which was good. Saw one go in, so it was good.
So is KJ?
Yeah, I was going to tell. Well, with the time, I don't know. She may have to. Well, we'll let her talk.
She can jump in here real quick. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Coach Jason Mayfield, his Lady Admirals with the 57-40 win tonight over visiting Hardin Valley, and we'll be quickly joined here by KJ McNeely. So Coach Mayfield kind of giving us the rundown on some of the supporting cast tonight, but KJ was right on her average with 17 points and probably above her average on rebounds. But how you feel about the win?
I feel great. I'm glad after the rough 2 and 3 we've had.
Yeah.
I'm glad we won.
How about the crowd?
It was a lot of people,
Yeah,
and I
it's
think,
awesome.
I mean, the shift from last year to this year, just with the students, has
Yeah.
been insane, and I credit them a lot, and like I have a lot of them in my classes, but I know that one of the big things for our senior year was showing up for each other, and they've done a great job, and we expect to do a great job again in sports in the spring.
Yeah, it's great to see that side as packed as it is, a student section packed like that from the jump, not just drifting in over the course of the game from the jump they were there.
I don't know if you saw when you came in, but they did like a mini college game day
Oh,
in
okay.
the gym commons right there. They did like guest pickers, all the students, you can see their signs, and they
Okay.
had them in the background, interviewed the players, and the whole 9 yards. So
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, so you got Oak Ridge and Lenoir City next week, a couple more district games. What do you take from this one heading to Oak Ridge Tuesday night?
I mean, honestly, I take a lot from this just because of not just this game, but how we practiced the past week. I think our energy has been great in practice. In this game, we really put it all together and put it into a game. And going to Oak Ridge, I mean, we ended our season there last year, and so it's definitely personal a little bit, but I know a lot of their players, when the coach left, some of them transferred, so I'm not sure about their team, and I know Lenoir City is always pretty good, so I know that we have to keep the same energy all the way throughout, and next week's practice, especially Monday, will be really telling of how we head into next week in the next 2 road games. So.
KJ, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming up. We'll see you again, I know.
Thank you.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, of course.
We'll see you. KJ McNeely, 17 points tonight as Farragut and Hardin Valley boys getting ready to go here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. And so we transition over to that as Admirals in the home white with the Navy numerals. And it's an experienced group for Coach J.P. Burris in his 4th year, assisted by Adam Jenkins, Corey Johnson, and Randy Schwartzentruber. Hardin Valley, coached by Andy Arndt, also in his 4th season with the Hawks. And it's an inexperienced team that he has, but both teams very similar records. Coach Arndt, by the way, assisted by Matt Cox, Austin Duncan, Chris Martin, and Jefferson Holt. So the Hawks in the road navy with the baby blue numerals and lettering. And Farragut will have that all-senior starting lineup, I do believe. Dan Lanning. It'll be Reed Vining to jump center. We are full speed ahead in our boys contest as the Admirals will control the opening tip off a deflection. Aiden Foshee gets it. And so the Admirals, Britton Lewis drives right, gives off to Foshee. Hardin Valley opens man-to-man. Reed Vining with the ball top of the key. Dan Lanning left side, works through the paint. And not great spacing by the Admirals. 3 players pretty close to one another, but Foshee comes up with the pass. Now dribbles left, and Hardin Valley coming over on a anticipated switch. Going to be a collision and a foul as Colin Dernis picks up the foul. Farragut's Parker Lane. Britton Lewis takes it from him, moves through the lane, and misses at the rim. Ball knocked loose, out of bounds. Last touch by Farragut. So Britton Lewis, Dan Lanning, Parker Lane, Aiden Foshee, and Reed Vining for Coach Burris. Hardin Valley in front court. Kamani Smith, a freshman, gives off at the high post. I think that's going to be Jack Sparks. Here's a shot at the rim, blocked away by Reed Vining on the attempt by Smith. Farragut in front court after the big block. Dan Lanning cross-court pass to Parker Lane. His three-pointer no good from the left wing. Looked like a shot to the midsection. That's got to be a... Wow. So Smith, the shot to Parker Lane's midsection after the three-pointer a moment ago. No foul called there, and then came up the floor. And the forearm extension on Parker sent him sprawling, but it's Lane who's assessed the personal. First foul on Farragut. Christian Oliver, 6-foot sophomore, inbounds into rear court to Kamani Smith. Smith driving on Lane, gives in the right corner to Jack Sparks. Sparks driving into the paint from the right corner, missed at the rim, rebounded away by Vining. Vining to Lane, ahead to Dan Lanning. Lanning drops it off to Britton Lewis. Lewis going to be fouled by Graham Colorado. So let's see. Anybody we haven't gotten to mention yet for Hardin Valley in the starting five? I mentioned Colin Dernis because of the foul earlier, so I think we've gotten all 5 of the starting Hawks a mention. Britton Lewis, meanwhile, at the free throw line. Good. And there's your first point of the night. Farragut 5-1, Hardin Valley 5-2. Admirals coming off their first loss of the season Tuesday night in Maryville. Hardin Valley having won 5 in a row after opening the season with back-to-back losses. Britton Lewis, second free throw is up and good. 6:25 to go first quarter. Into front court, Smith for Hardin Valley lost the ball in the lane, rolling all over the floor. No foul or walk call, but it's okay. Loose ball's picked up by Lanning ahead to Parker Lane, and Farragut scores in transition. Thought he might have walked, but it worked out probably to Farragut's advantage to be able to get out on the break. Sparks driving to the left baseline, shovels it back on the perimeter. Now the cutter through the lanes, Dernis, and he takes the pass from Oliver. Good look by Christian Oliver on the assist. Now Farragut turns it over against the press, and spinning and scoring underneath will be Dernis. So back-to-back baskets for Dernis as they force the turnover in out of the press. Now Lanning picks up his dribble deep in rear court, heaves it into front court, and that's going to be run down by Hardin Valley, but they're unable to stay in bounds. The momentum of Colorado carried him out of bounds, and so Farragut flirting with another turnover, but was barely able to dodge it. So they inbound off the baseline. Parker Lane gets it back from Reed Vining, drives to the basket, knifing in off the right side. It's Parker Lane all the way to the bucket and scores. Farragut up 6-4. Into front court, Smith drives to the baseline, bounces it to Sparks in the left corner. Now out top to Oliver. Oliver working against Aiden Foshi to the baseline, into the corner to Dernis for a three-pointer. Good. Colin Dernis with all 7 of Hardin Valley's points as the Hawks lead 7-6. 5:03 to go first quarter. Parker Lane, left side pass into the Hardin Valley bench, and Farragut's got Reed Vining rather gimpy. He's going to come out of the ball game as Matthew Dickens checks into the ball game. Farragut's going to use a 30-second timeout. 5 minutes to go in our first quarter. Hardin Valley leading 7-6, and the Admirals with the turnover a moment ago. Colin Dernis has all 7 of Hardin Valley's points, and Farragut's got a couple of free throws from Britton Lewis, a couple of field goals from Parker Lane for their 6. Last year, Farragut won at Hardin Valley 74-69, won here in the regular season 52-40, and then ended Hardin Valley's season in the district tournament 69-53. Back year prior, Hardin Valley won the 2 games that were played between these neighboring schools. Smith driving, pushing off the whole way. Again, no call, and then he rifles it out of bounds. Smith very aggressive with that left arm, but so far not being whistled for it. And so Farragut, after the ball's thrown out of bounds, gets it following the second turnover. Parker Lane ahead to Britton Lewis. Lewis to Aiden Foshi, and Farragut dissects the press nicely. Foshi with the layup. Hardin Valley back the other way. Dernis driving baseline, gives to Sparks in the left corner. They'll move the ball to the top of the key to Oliver. Dickens reaches, knocks it away. Now given to Smith. Smith has his pocket picked by Dickens. Dickens driving on Smith in front court with a layup. Good. Dickens scores the basket. Into front court, Dernis driving against Dan Lanning. Looks for the backdoor cut to Sparks, and Farragut reaches and fouls Britton Lewis. Given the foul, be his first, team second. Farragut up 10-7. Hardin Valley wants to play at a breakneck pace. Admirals don't mind to run themselves. I think Hardin Valley looking to even more so. On the inbound, coming open in the lane, it'll be Colorado, and Colorado lays it up and in. Nice inbound play for Hardin Valley off the baseline as they pulled it within 1. Lanning driving in, right side, fouled on his way to the basket. Midway through our first quarter, That foul given to Kaimani Smith. Smith's going to check out of the ball game, as is Dernis. Into the lineup, Blake Crawford. Farragut, Britton Lewis takes the inbound, drives along the baseline, puts up a tough shot over two Hawks and got it to go. Knocked it home off the window at a tough angle. Britton Lewis with the basket. Hardin Valley in front court. Dickens with another steal. Ball was knocked loose and trickled over to Blake Crawford on the wing, and Dickens just beat him to it. So the Admirals in front court. Parker Lane head fakes a three. Now he'll shoot it. Back rimmed it. Rebound taken away by the Hawks. I believe that's Hunter Ratcliffe in the ball game. Ahead it comes to Graham Colorado, and Colorado going up for the shot in transition is going to be fouled from behind by Britton Lewis, and that'll be 2 on Britton. So I think they got Reed Vining taped up. He was hobbled, looked like an ankle. So he's kind of testing it out at the scorers table as he and Ethan Farhat are set to check into the game. At the line, meanwhile, Graham Colorado, a sophomore for Hardin Valley, knocks down the free throw. Got a couple of seniors in the starting lineup in Dernis and Sparks, but the others are a couple of sophomores and a freshman for Hardin Valley. Second toss, rims out, no good for Colorado. Dan Lanning with the rebound. He'll be guarded by Oliver as he brings it in front court, leaves it off with Vining in the lane, quickly to Dickens in the right corner for a three that's no good. Hardin Valley the rebound. Ahead it'll be Sparks attacking the basket and scoring in transition. Jack Sparks with his first basket, and we're tied at 12. Lanning, long pass in front court to Reed Vining. Vining on the baseline. And Colorado pushing on Vining, who was going to resort to trying to ricochet the ball off of Colorado. Instead, a foul on Colorado prior to that attempt. Dan Lanning out of the ballgame. Parker Lane returns to the floor. So that'll be the second on Colorado. He checks out of the game, and into the lineup will be Cannon Mays. Farragut on the baseline drive on the inbound. It'll be Reed Vining powering up the shot underneath. Good. Jack Sparks working against Ethan Farhat into front court. Farragut with Dickens, Farhat, Lane, Vining, and also on the floor, Connor Everly for Coach Burris. Into the paint for Hardin Valley goes Ratcliffe, leaves it off right side for Oliver. Three-point attempt is no good, but he was fouled by Farhat and is going to have 3 free throws. So Farhat given his first foul, and the team fourth. Both teams now 4 fouls, 2:31 to go in our first quarter. Both teams shooting free throws the remainder of the first quarter. And Oliver in the act of shooting a 3. Steps to the line for 3 tosses. First one's good. Second toss for Oliver. Good. So Jack Sparks, with 1 free throw remaining, checks back out of the ball game, and Kamani Smith enters the lineup, re-enters the lineup for the Hawks. Short, Ethan Farhat the rebound for the Admirals. 2 of 3 at the line was Oliver, and it's 14-14. Parker Lane, guarded by Oliver. Into front court, gives to Dickens. Matthew Dickens, Farragut Jr. Guarded by Blake Crawford. Left side pass goes to Reed Vining. Hands to Dan Lanning. Lanning spinning in the lane, shovels it off to Vining, lays it up and in, and they'll call Lanning for traveling. Thought he might have shuffled his feet, but the whistle seemed to come late, but I think it was the correct call. Farragut with its 3rd turnover. Out of the ballgame, Blake Crawford back in for Hardin Valley, Colin Dernis. 14-14 game, 2 minutes to go first quarter. Smith working against Parker Lane, right side of the paint. Fires it to Derniss on the wing, Farhat on him, moves to the free throw line, loops it over on the left side to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe guarded by Lanning, hands it back to Derniss. Now Dan takes him on a switch. Derniss rather, picks up his dribble, gives to Smith, wheels to the free throw line, 15-footer way too strong, got his own miss, however, in the paint, fires it over on the right side to Ratcliffe. He immediately gives it back to Smith. Smith driving on Parker Lane, again pushing off time and time again, and finally they call it. Finally. Fifth turnover. Second foul on Smith. He'll go to the bench. Dan Lanning into Matthew Dickens against a double team in rear court. Back to Lanning. Lanning got away from Oliver, going behind the back with a dribble, then fires it off to Vining. Vining moves closer and knocks it home off the window over Hardin Valley's Cannon Mays. Reed Vining now with 4 points. Nicely done by Dan Lanning. Oliver in front court working against Lanning to the free throw line. Now to Ratcliffe down the lane, nearly walked, able to keep his pivot foot planted after he picked up his dribble. Gives to Derniss out high, left side. Derniss pushing off against Dickens into the paint. Fires it left corner. Moving into the paint goes Mike Fritz. Fritz will leave it off with Cannon Mays. Can't shoot in the post, and his pass on the perimeter stolen away by Parker. Parker Lane to the basket at the other end, scores. That's 6 turnovers for Hardin Valley. Farragut leads 18-14. Dickens knocks the ball loose, picked up by Aiden Foshi, ahead to Dickens. Dickens to Lanning. Lanning to the basket, fouled. 7 turnovers for the Hawks. And Farragut with 31 seconds will have Lanning shooting a couple. Foul on Cannon Mays. Dan Lanning to shoot a pair. Britton Lewis, the only other free throws for Farragut in this first quarter. He made his. Lanning misses on the first one. Into the ballgame, Alex Evans, 6'4" sophomore for Farragut, number 32. Will give Reed Vining an extra breather here at the quarter break. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lanning's second free throw is good. First point for Dan. Hardin Valley with the ball, trailing 19-14. Oliver in front court, guarded by Lanning. Spins left, gives off to Derniss. Derniss into the paint, throws up an air ball. Hardin Valley trying to save it on the baseline, and they cannot. 2 Hawks trying to save the ball in, but I think the first to touch it actually took off from out of bounds. So it couldn't be the first to touch it on the court. Inbound feed comes from Alex Evans to Parker Lane, double teamed at midcourt, fires it ahead into front court to Dan Lanning. Lanning straight to the basket, off the rim, or off the backboard rather, spit out by the rim. Lanning with a strip in rear court, goes up with a shot, no good, and then quarter break. Lanning unable to get one to go down after a nice steal in rear court. But 1 quarter is in the books. Wait a minute, maybe not. They're going to say 1.3 seconds. Parker Lane to inbound from the baseline. So they put 1.3 on the clock. Farragut's ball comes into Foshi, throws up a 3 from the corner, no good. Turnaround 3 from the corner, and it almost went. I don't think that's where Coach Burris wanted the ball to go on the inbound. But Farragut actually got the shot up and had a chance, but it wouldn't go down. And the Admirals, after 1, will lead Hardin Valley by a score of 19-14. The Admirals with a 7-2 flurry to finish out that first quarter after the game was tied at 12 apiece. A 1-minute break here for our sponsors. We'll return with second quarter action in our boys contest on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're an LCUB electric customer, it's time to upgrade. LCUB is connecting new neighborhoods every month with gig speed fiber internet starting at $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi included. Check your availability now at lcub.com.
Second quarter getting underway here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Hawks with the first possession. Admirals leading 19-14. Dickens nearly had himself another steal. He's got some quick hands. Grabbing it back is Smith for Hardin Valley. He'll fire right side. A three-point attempt up by Colorado is no good. Rebounded away by Farragut. On the boards, it's Reed Vining. Aiden Foshee ahead in front court to Parker Lane, guarded by Smith. Rips the pass left side to Lanning. Lanning looking inside a little bit late, getting it to Vining. And Hardin Valley slides over with Colorado, and he makes the steal and then ricochets the ball off of Lanning out of bounds. Farragut with its fourth turnover. Foshee and Dickens come out of the game for Farragut. Farhat back in, as well as Connor Everly. Ethan Farhat, Connor Everly join Reed Vining, Parker Lane, and Dan Lanning. Admirals up 19-14, early second quarter, and Smith with an acrobatic move to prevent walking as he stumbled. Now into the paint, pulls up for a shot, won't go down. On the cylinder for a second or more, but wouldn't go down, and now Farragut throws the ball away. A little miscommunication between Lanning and Lane, and the Admirals with an unforced turnover, their fifth. Christian Oliver off to Smith, who's back in here in the second quarter despite having two fouls. Gives to Colorado, top of the key, back to the basket, now squares up against Lanning. Gives to Smith on the right wing, trying to go back inside to Colorado, got it to him. Farragut collapses on him, out top it will go to Hunter Ratcliffe, fires it to Oliver in the left wing. Cross court to Colorado, now to Smith for a three-pointer right side that is no good. And Sparks is going to grab and foul Ethan Farhat after he had the defensive rebound. Jack Sparks picks up the foul. His first and the first of the second quarter. Hardin Valley pressing as Lanning gets it into Farhat. Double teamed, back to Lanning. Lanning in front court to Parker Lane, into the corner. Three-pointer up. And no good by Connor Everly, but a backside rebound by Reed Vining. Vining moves to the perimeter, gives to Farhat, inside to Lanning, and Lanning, I think about to attempt a wraparound pass, lost it out of bounds. Back into the ballgame, Britton Lewis for Farragut will replace Connor Everly. Hardin Valley inbounding against Farragut's full court man-to-man. Comes into Christian Oliver. Parker Lane with him as he brings it across the timeline. Had Colorado on a backdoor cut. Got it to him, maybe a little bit late. Colorado in the lane, puts up a shot that will not go down. Farragut with a rebound. Ethan Farhat ahead to Parker Lane. Lane in transition with the right hand, scores. Farragut leads 21-14. Took more than 2 minutes for either team to score here in the second quarter, but it's the Admirals on the board first now, leading by 7. Smith with the ball out top, crossover against Farhat, rips it to Sparks in the corner, left side three, no good, in and out, ball out of bounds to Hardin Valley. 5:34 remaining first half. Hardin Valley with the ball underneath its own basket, trailing Farragut 21-14. Christian Oliver lobs it into Colorado. Gives off to Sparks. Vining gives him plenty of cushion, 17 feet from the basket. Now to Oliver left side. Dickens on him. Out top, it'll be Sparks trying a three and hitting it. Wow. So Sparks, they invited him to shoot from closer. He did not. Steps outside and knocks it down. Sparks with the first three of the ball game for the Hardin Valley Hawks. As Britton Lewis driving left side for Farragut, and they're going to get Smith reaching on as a help defender on the drive by Britton Lewis off the left wing, and that's going to be his third foul. So Ethan Farragut to inbound from the baseline left, and Smith will lead the game with those 3 fouls. Inbound to Vining, hands it back to Farragut. Oliver away from the ball, called for holding. Inbound comes to Vining, and Vining right in front of the basket quickly goes up with it and scores with the right hand. Farragut with the inbound feed to Vining, who now has 6 points. Down low, Hardin Valley fouled. Good pivot move by Hunter Radcliffe. Drove all the way to the basket, reverse pivot, got the defender airborne, then went up, drew the foul. The foul on Farragut's Matthew Dickens will be his first. And so Radcliffe, lefty, at the line for a free throw that is good. Hit every part of the rim and then settled through the net for Radcliffe, his first point of the night. Out of the ball game, Graham Colorado, as Hardin Valley will get second toss is good by Radcliffe as well. Brad, I believe it's Nesdo in the game for Hardin Valley, number 4. Dickens works around him and with the right hand puts it up off the window and scores. Matthew Dickens, beautiful drive to the basket and finish. Hardin Valley in front court, trailing 25-19. Shut down on a drive into the lane, and so here comes the floater, or the trailer behind him. Oliver with the floater in the paint that is good. Christian Oliver scores the basket after Blake Crawford had penetrated, was shut down, but found his teammate cutting down the heart of the lane. Farragut in front court leading 35-21. Lanning's going to be fouled on the perimeter by Hardin Valley's Blake Crawford. Timeout taken by Hardin Valley will be a full timeout at the 4:19 mark of quarter number 2 here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, with the home-standing Admirals in this District 4 4A opener leading the visiting Hawks by a score of 25-21. 30-second break here for our sponsors as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Merry Christmas from everyone at Citizens Bank, and a friendly reminder to stay alert for scams this season. Watch for fake social media giveaways, requests for payment by gift card, or imposters posing as bank employees. Citizens Bank digital banking tools can help you keep tabs on your accounts so you can celebrate more and worry less. Visit citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
25-21, Farragut leads it. Hawks with 4 fouls in this second quarter, so with 4:19 to go until halftime, Farragut shooting free throws the remainder of this second quarter. Admirals have got 8 points from Parker Lane, 6 from Reed Vining, 4 apiece from Britton Lewis and Matthew Dickens, 2 points from Aiden Foshee, and 1 from Dan Lanning. Britton Lewis to inbound, comes into Matthew Dickens. He's guarded man-to-man by Hunter Ratcliffe, both teams exclusively man. Reed Vining with the ball, back to the basket, top of the key, gives off to Dan Lanning. Lanning, right side pass to Dickens, out top to Parker Lane. That's a mismatch with Sparks on Lane. They'll go inside to Vining. He's double teamed. Back out to Parker. Quick three-pointer for Parker, short. And Vining will be over the back. Blake Crawford with the box out for Hardin Valley draws the foul on Farragut's Reed Vining. Nesdo, Oliver, Radcliffe, Sparks, and Crawford on the floor for Coach Arndt of Hardin Valley. And we're going to have a moving screen out top. Brad Nesdo picks up the foul. Player control foul. So a turnover, but no free throws for the Admirals. They get the ball leading by 4 with 3:39 to go in the first half. In front court, Parker Lane takes a pass from Dan Lanning. Hands it off to Dickens. Dickens dribbles it out top, guarded by Oliver. Moves to the top of the key, off to Reed Vining. Back to the basket. Now Reed working against Nesdo. Hands to Foshee on the right wing. Aiden Foshee looks inside and stepping around. Jack Sparks makes a steal in the post for Hardin Valley. Leads the break the other way. And Nesdo gets the layup on the assist from Sparks. So Sparks with the steal and the assist. Nesdo with the basket. Parker Lane to Dickens, left side. Farragut by 2, 25-23. They lob in the post, and Nesdo blocks the shot of Vining. Loose ball picked up by Parker Lane. He finds Dan Lanning for 3. Bang! Dan Lanning with a three-pointer from out top. And then after the made shot, you got a foul on Reed Vining. Vining will pick up his second and the team's second. Farragut up 28-23. Lanning with the three-pointer. That's the first from long range for the Admirals tonight, who lead it by 5. Big block shot by Hardin Valley, but the Admirals kept it alive, and Parker Lane with a good find of Dan Lanning. Driving the baseline, Jack Sparks can't hit, got his own miss. Missed on the follow-up. A third try, no good. That's got to be a walk. Finally, Blake Crawford, crawling all over the floor, is finally called for a walk. Good effort by Crawford, chasing the loose ball, and Hardin Valley crashing the offensive glass repeatedly. But an obvious walk that was finally called. So Farragut inbounds to Dickens. Spins away from a double team. Gets it ahead to Lanning. Lanning in front court. Cross court pass to Parker Lane for 3. Good! And so the Admirals back-to-back threes. Dan Lanning and now Parker Lane. Lane had found Lanning previously. This time it was role reversal, and Farragut leads 31-23. In front court with the ball, Ratcliffe for Hardin Valley into the corner to Nesdo. Working against Lanning on the baseline. Shut down there, gives back to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe on the wing, fires it out top to Nesdo. Nesdo into the paint, and Vining blocks his shot out over the baseline. Matthew Dickens going to get a breather. Should get a nice hand as well. Nesdo checks out for Hardin Valley. Graham Colorado returns to the floor for Hardin Valley. Farragut has gotten back into the ball game. Connor Everly. And I believe Hardin Valley, if I understood the indication correctly, Hardin Valley using the full timeout with 1:47 to go in the first half, and Farragut up 31-23. The Admirals led 19-14 at the end of the first quarter. Back-to-back threes have opened up Farragut's biggest cushion of the night. The threes by Dan Lanning and Parker Lane. 31-23, Farragut up by 8 as we get a 30-second break here. We'll return on the other side with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops here on West 105.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
2 more games coming up next week. Tuesday and Friday district matchups on the road. Farragut at Oak Ridge on Tuesday night and at Lenoir City a week from tonight. We'll have both of those for you here on West 105, WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream, 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel. Nick Blankenship on the camera. So coming out of the timeout, it's Hardin Valley with the ball trailing Farragut 31-23, spinning in the lane and maybe bailed out by a foul because it looked like he was walking. But Dan Lanning is called for the foul before Crawford perhaps took steps. Lanning called for his first personal. Out of the ball game for Hardin Valley, Hunter Radcliffe. Who'd they get back in? Dernis, I suppose. Oliver inbounding from the baseline. Nobody coming open. Loops it in out top to Blake Crawford. Crawford guarded by Ethan Farhat. Spins down the lane and Farhat hacked him. So Farhat picks up the foul. Wasn't shortchanged on that one. And Blake Crawford to shoot a couple. Good spin move by Crawford, freeing himself for the drive. And now at the line to shoot 2 is the Hardin Valley junior, looking for his first points of the night. First toss, no good, off the back of the rim. Ethan Farhat out of the lineup. Back in for Coach Burris, Matthew Dickens. Second toss by Crawford, no good. And Reed Vining will track down the basketball for the Admirals. Gives to Dan Lanning. Lanning leaves it back with Dickens. Dickens across the timeline, picked up by Hardin Valley senior Colin Dernis. His pass nearly stolen away by Sparks, and a huge collision in the scores table as Dickens, chasing a loose ball, is undercut by the diving Sparks. Big collision, and everybody appears to be okay. Wow. Some discussion at the scorers table. So it's Farragut's ball. Dickens working into front court. Off to Lanning. Grabbing, fouling will be Dernis. Dernis picks up his second foul. That ball was out there too tempting for Dernis to not resist, trying to knock it loose from the grasp of Lanning, but he clipped him on the arm instead. And so 2 free throws coming here for Dan Lanning, who's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. First toss is good. 5 points for Lanning. 1 free throw remaining for Farragut senior. Short on this one, Reed Vining, the rebound and the follow, no good, but he was fouled. So Vining able to rebound away the missed free throw of his teammate. And committing the foul was Jack Sparks. It'll be his second, so let's see if the Admirals can make hay at the line here. Vining with a free throw, good. 10-point lead for Farragut with 1:01 to go in the first half. Vining second toss, good. So the Admirals hit 3 of 4 free throws on that trip. Vining rebounding away the miss of the second free throw by Lanning, awarded to himself, and knocks him down. It's 34-23 in favor of the Admirals. Oliver takes a pass in the paint, gives in the left corner for a three-point attempt that is good by Colin Dernis. Dernis with his second three of the ball game on the assist from Oliver. It's 34-26, Farragut by 8. Lanning looking for the cutter along the baseline, and it's thrown away. Farragut with its 5th turnover this quarter. Admirals trying to get it back at the other end. Everly on the floor takes it away from Graham Colorado. Great play by Everly. Farragut in front court as Lanning attacks Oliver all the way to the rim. Can't hit it. Dernis now wants to run for Hardin Valley. Carried the ball at midcourt. Gives it off left side. It'll be Colorado trying a three. In and out. Vining can't hang on to the rebound, and Hardin Valley wrestles it away. It'll be Crawford fouled across the way.
His first person.
34-26, Farragut leading by 8, but Hardin Valley with 3.3 seconds to go in our first half. A chance to chisel into this lead further, which just a moment ago was 11. And at the line, Blake Crawford. Toss good this time. Crawford missed a pair just a moment ago, but converts for his first point of the night. Dernis out of the ball game, as well as Colorado, and Sparks for Hardin Valley. Second toss coming here for Crawford is good. So it's a 6-point lead, 3.3 seconds to play. Lanning lobs it in. Collision at midcourt. Farragut's basketball as it went out of bounds across the way right at midcourt off of Hardin Valley. 1 second remaining on the clock. Lanning to inbound. Farragut's going to try to get Aiden Foshee into the ball game here. Foshee will be in for Connor Everly. So Dan Lanning inbounding across the way, side front court. Parker Lane, Dickens, Vining, and Foshee. They inbound to Dickens. High arcing shot from long range way out front is off the back of the rim, no good. And the Admirals will carry a 6-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Farragut up 34-28 after the Admirals led with what I guess about a minute 20 to go in the half, 34-23. So the Hawks scored the final 5. They trim Farragut's lead to 6, and we are at halftime in this District 4 4A opener between neighboring schools Farragut and Hardin Valley. The Admirals come in 5-1, Hardin Valley 5-2. Entertaining first half between these two. We'll get a 3-minute break here and return to take a look at the first half numbers on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Precision Garage Door Service here on West 105.
WFIV 105.3 FM. Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105. Where do you go for shrimp straight from the Gulf, wild salmon, and the best clam chowder in the South? The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market. The Shrimp Dock has fish delivered from the Atlantic, Pacific, and Gulf multiple times per week. Whether it's fish on the grill for 2 or a shrimp boil tailgate party for family and friends, the Shrimp Dock is your home for fresh seafood and shellfish. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the fish of the week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Hey, it's Matthew at Bryan Insurance Group. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. If you want to start the year off right, reach out to us at BryanInsurance.com.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dreams, David's Andy Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Marable, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in store or online today, or the Admirals Shop for Floors.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs and installs. Relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Back at halftime of this District 4 4A opener between Farragut and Hardin Valley, and it's the homestanding Admirals at the break, leading by 6, 34-28 after Farragut led by 5 at the quarter break, 19-14, and by as many as 11 late in the first half, 34-23. Farragut had the lead, but Hardin Valley scored the final 5 points of the half. A 3 by Colin Dernis and a couple of free throws by Blake Crawford cuts Farragut's lead down to 6. So the Admirals with a slight 15-14 scoring edge in the second quarter, again resulting in the 34-28 halftime score. Farragut with 8 first half turnovers by my count, Hardin Valley with 10. And a little bit of role reversal in that Hardin Valley was turning the ball over with greater regularity in the first quarter. 7 of their 10 first half turnovers coming in the first quarter, while Farragut had 5 of its 8 turnovers coming in the second quarter. But looking at the individual scoring, starting with the visiting Hawks, Graham Colorado, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 first half points. Christian Oliver, 2 of 3 from the line, 4 first half points for Oliver. Brad Nesdo with 2 points. Hunter Ratcliffe, 2 points, 2 of 2 from the line. Blake Crawford, 2 of 4 from the line, 2 points. And let's see, Jack Sparks with 5 points, including a 3-pointer. And Colin Dernis with 10 points as Dernis knocked down a couple of threes. So Hardin Valley with 3 3-pointers overall, 2 from Dernis and 1 from Sparks, and they were 7 of 11 from the foul line, 64%. For Farragut, Matthew Dickens with 4 first half points. Dan Lanning, 2 of 4 from the line, 1 3-pointer as Lanning tallied 5 first half points. Reed Vining, 2 of 2 from the line, 8 points. And let's see, Britton Lewis, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 points for Britton. Aiden Foshee with 2 points, and Parker Lane with 11 first half points to lead the Admirals in scoring. Parker had 1 3-ball. So the Admirals hit a couple of threes, Parker with 1, Dan Lanning with 1. Those came back to back as Farragut pushed the lead out to 11 points on those back-to-back threes by the 2 Admiral seniors. But again, Hardin Valley scored the final 5 to get it back to 6 here at intermission. But the Admirals overall were 6 of 8 from the foul line, 75%. Again, Hardin Valley was 7 of 11 at 64%. So 34-28, your halftime score. Earlier, the Lady Admirals were victorious, 57-40. KJ McNeely leading the way with 17 points. But the Lady Admirals got contributions on the score sheet from a lot of different players. Zoe Porter had the hot hand from outside with 3 threes tonight, 9 points for the Lady Admiral Junior. Lily Mullins had 7 points. Reagan Sheridan chipped in 11. Trinity Curry played with some foul difficulties throughout the first half in particular. She finished with 6 points, got Farragut off to a good start, scoring the first 2 baskets of the game. McKenna Hartley playing increased minutes because of Curry's foul situation, played well and tallied 4 points. But Coach Mayfield saying it wasn't the 4-quarter effort he wanted, but a good second quarter and a good fourth quarter. And pleased with, again, the well-rounded contributions tonight up and down the Lady Admiral lineup as they improved to 3-4 overall, winning the district opener over Hardin Valley, which is also now 3-4. The Lady Hawks are on the season, 57-40. Hardin Valley, by the way, next week they've got a pair of district games, as do the Admirals and Lady Admirals. Hardin Valley will host Bearden Tuesday night and be at McMinn County, one of those new members of District 4 4A. They'll be at McMinn County a week from tonight. Meanwhile, Farragut's at Oak Ridge Tuesday night and at Lenore City next Friday night. We'll have both of those games for you here on West 105, worldwide at WFIV.com, and on the Admiral video stream, which you can find. Just search on YouTube for 105.3 WFIV. It'll take you to the appropriate channel, and you can catch Nick Blankenship's video to go along with our WFIV radio call. Let's get a 1-minute break, and we will return on the other side with the start of our third quarter. Again, Farragut leading Hardin Valley 34-28. Back after this as you listen to Farragut basketball, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch today and discover the difference of banking with a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
LCUB Fiber Internet is the ultimate neighborhood connection. Thousands of LCUB electric customers already enjoy our lightning-fast, symmetrical gig-speed fiber internet with unlimited data, lag-free streaming and gaming, and enough bandwidth for all your family's devices. Starting at just $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi equipment included. Enjoy fixed pricing, free installation, no contracts, and local customer service. Check availability at lcub.com and get connected now.
It'll be the Admirals with the first possession of the second half. Aiden Foshee brings the ball in front court, picked up by Kamani Smith, who has 3 fouls. Hardin Valley has some players you're going to have to watch a little bit here on the foul situation. Here's Parker Lane, left corner 3, short, and it'll be rebounded away by Dernis of Hardin Valley. Gives to Kamani Smith. Smith's picked up by Parker Lane. Drifts left. Now Lanning takes him on a switch. Big push off again by Smith. They only called him for one of those. He does it basically every time he's got the ball moving towards the basket. Oliver with the ball, right side. Working back and forth. Now down the right side of the lane against Britton Lewis with the right hand, scores. High arcing shot, nicely done off the glass by Christian Oliver of Hardin Valley. And the Hawks are on the board first here in the second half. Lanning driving in front court and dumped it off at the last second to Vining, and Reed fouled as he goes up for a shot. So Hardin Valley seemed a little lax getting back defensively, and Colorado picks up his 3rd foul. So Kamani Smith has 3 fouls. Graham Colorado has 3 fouls. And then you got a couple, Dernis and Jack Sparks with 2 fouls apiece for the Hawks. Free throw up and good by Reed. 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Gunning for double figures with this one as it's 35-30. Admirals by 5, and Vining too strong. Rebound goes to Smith of the Hawks. Smith in front court, driving on Lanning into the lane. Back out left side, it'll go to Colorado. Penetrates, gives to Sparks. 3-pointer out top, no good. Smith got the rebound and scores on a stick back. Smith with his first basket of the night, and it's a 3-point game. Lanning in front court, works off Vining's screen, pulls up right wing, gives back to Aiden Foshee. Foshee, high post, Britton Lewis, back to the basket. Lewis squares up against Smith, drives left, Backing him down, gives to Foshi on the wing, moves to the baseline, mid-range jumper, no good. Oliver the rebound, ahead to Derniss. Derniss driving on Lewis, pulls up, off the window, no good. Parker Lane, the rebound. Parker has it knocked away from behind. Jack Sparks with the loose ball, heads the other way for Hardin Valley, all the way to the rim. And what do we have? A charge. Well, Lewis appeared to be set. That's one of those plays that only at the high school level would it still be called a charge. Lewis was underneath the basket. You'd have that mini arc if you were college or pro, and that would have been automatically a blocking foul. But instead, charge, and now Farragut's going to give it back as they lob the ball to the free throw line, trying to get it to Lewis, and a hearty shove in the back of Derniss. And so back-to-back offensive fouls on these teams. And I think that's Lewis's third foul. So Hardin Valley, trailing by 3, gets the ball back. Back-to-back offensive fouls on these teams as Oliver works into front court against the man-to-man defense of Parker Lane. Left side to Kamani Smith, guarded by Lanning. Colorado screens for him, so now Britton Lewis has got him on a switch, and Smith throws it out of bounds. He thought Derniss was going to cut along the baseline. Derniss taps his chest, says, "My bad." And the Hawks with another turnover as Farragut gets the ball. Hardin Valley backpedaling in its full court man-to-man. Reed Vining with the ball, left side, guarded by Sparks, gives it back to Lanning. Left corner three is no good. Derniss the rebound, wants to run, throws it ahead. Sparks heaves it back in to Farragut. Lanning heading the other way, 2-on-2 break. Lanning to Foshi, back to Lanning, down low on the block, works against Colorado and scores with the right hand. Lanning's got 7. Into front court, Oliver for Hardin Valley. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Goes down low to right, pushing off on Lane. Nice pivot in the post, and he scores. Smith, again, with the forearm extension on Parker right before the nice spin move, pivot move in the post. Into front court, Aiden Foshi. Hounded by Derniss, spun away from him. Through the paint he goes, puts it up over his head, no good. Reed Vining goes and claims the rebound and scores on a stick back. Good, strong rebound by Vining, a nose for the ball, and Farragut leads 39-34. Smith driving on Lanning in front court, all the way to the rim, got it to go. Smith with 6 points after being held scoreless in the first half, and now in rear court, the inbound feed comes to Parker Lane, and Derniss reaches and commits his third foul. 4:21 to play. Farragut leading 39-36. Aiden Foshi will get a breather. Matthew Dickens into the ball game. Derniss checks out as Hardin Valley gets Hunter Ratcliffe into the ball game. 4:21 to go, third quarter, as Britton Lewis gives in to Matthew Dickens. He'll be guarded full court man-to-man by Kamani Smith. Dickens drifts right, hands off to Britton Lewis. Lane flashes through the paint. Lewis moves to the baseline. Circles into the paint, and he's going to be tripped up. Feet got tangled up, and so the foul goes on Jack Sparks. It'll be his third. Third or fourth. Almost sounded like they said fourth. He'll check out of the game, whatever the case. Mike Fritz into the lineup. 6-foot sophomore, number 5 for Hardin Valley. Parker Lane inbounds off the baseline out top to Dan Lanning. Gives to Britton Lewis. Lewis driving left. Hand checks there by Mike Fritz. Bounces it off to Dickens. Back to Lewis. Cross court pass to Lanning. Lanning spinning right side of the paint to the baseline. Tough angle off the window. Good. Lanning's got a couple of baskets this quarter and 9 in the game. 41-36. Smith all the way through the paint. They say touch last by Farragut. Looked like the Admirals might have been, looked like that was out of bounds off Hardin Valley, but it looked like Farragut might have gotten away with a foul. So inbound Oliver taking a return feed, misses a 3 from the corner, and the Admirals want to run. Parker Lane takes a pass ahead from Dan Lanning and lays it up and in, well ahead of the pack. Parker Lane scores in transition. He's got 13. And then Foul is called on Reed Vining, I guess.
Timeout on the court. A 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout being taken with Farragut leading 43-36 with 3:25 to go in our third quarter. If you're watching our online video stream or our YouTube channel, 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel, behind the camera, Nick Blankenship, who's also the proprietor of A-List Video Solutions, which provides professional video services for personal and business-related occasions. A-List Video Solutions can assist with weddings, funerals, or any of life's other precious family gatherings. If you need to document a conference or presentation, let A-List Video Solutions help with its start-to-finish services. For more information about A-List Video Solutions' wide range of services, call or text 865-679-2276. That's 865-679-2276. Hardin Valley with the ball coming out of the timeout. Farragut goes zone. Shot up from the free throw line is good by Smith. Smith's got 8 this quarter. So Farragut coming out of the timeout went zone, and Hardin Valley found a soft spot, knocked down the mid-range jumper. At the other end, Parker Lane tries a 3. No good. What a putback by Reed Vining. Vining got the rebound over a Hardin Valley defender, was falling back, kissed it off the glass. Good. He's got 13. Smith loses his dribble. Ball's knocked loose. He grabs it back. Gives off left side. That's going to be Radcliffe. Lost his dribble. Actually didn't lose his dribble. He went to the floor. Kept the dribble alive as he stood up, so no walking. Right side pass will go from Smith to Fritz. Fritz to Oliver. Now to Smith. Smith, right side. Cross court, goes to Colorado on the wing. Driving on Vining, and they're going to call Vining for a foul. Be the third on Reed. He checks out of the game. Ethan Farragut enters the lineup. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Christian Oliver inbounding from under his own basket, lobs it into Colorado at the free throw line. Smith, takes it on a curl coming down the lane, and a clean path to the basket. He scores. He's got 10 this quarter. 45-40, Farragut by 5, 2:10 to go in the third. Parker Lane double team, fires to Britton Lewis, high post, his pass stolen away by Smith. Smith in front court for Hardin Valley, attacks the basket, and Lewis blocks his shot. Hardin Valley had the rebound. It trickles over to Oliver. Oliver in the corner for a three-point attempt by Radcliffe that is good. Radcliffe with a pump fake. And then we had some pushing and shoving in front of the Hardin Valley bench. Farragut did a great job. As soon as that began, down to my left, I looked immediately to my right based on 2022 and the fact that just there were curious looks from the end of the bench type of thing that got people suspended for 2 games. And everybody was behind the line on the Farragut bench. Didn't appear that way at Hardin Valley's end. But there were a lot of people standing up between me and that part of the court. So they sort this out.
Hawks foul, number 5 by Fritz. His first personal. Team 4.
So the 3 was hit by Radcliffe. He pump faked it, then knocked it down from the corner. And I believe there was only 1 foul given. And I didn't catch. I think it may have been Radcliffe giving the foul. But Coach Arndt of Hardin Valley is not happy. But it'll be Farragut's basketball. Ethan Farhat takes inbound from Dan Lanning. Lanning to Farhat, off to Parker Lane. Farragut up 45-43 after that three-point attempt, or three-point make. And now as Parker Lane drives the paint, he's going to be grabbed and fouled by Oliver. So Lane, as that is the 5th foul on Hardin Valley this quarter, Parker Lane will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throws of the night for Parker, who has 13. Parker with a toss, good. I think job well done by the officials, even if Coach Arndt doesn't agree with them. Second toss is no good, in that nobody was ejected. Nobody's going to have to serve a 2-game suspension. Driving the lane, White, and Smith, Kamani Smith, and he got it to go in an and one opportunity as Lanning is called for the foul. So a 3-point play opportunity coming here for Kamani Smith, who has 12 points all in this quarter. That is foul number 4 on Farragut this quarter. So now both teams shooting free throws the remainder of the third. 1:31 to go in the third. And Hardin Valley with a chance to tie this game at 46 as Kamani Smith with the toss. No good. And rebound goes to Dickens of Farragut. Ahead to Ethan Farhat. Farhat in front court. Back to Dickens. Top of the key 3 for Matthew. In and out. It was halfway down and rimmed out. Hardin Valley in front court with it is Smith. Fires left side to Oliver for a 3. No, but there was a foul even before the pass. Excuse me. The 3 actually went. It'll be waved off as Lanning grabbed and fouled. It'll be his 3rd, I believe. And Vining with 3 fouls is up off the Farragut bench. Aiden Foshee at the scorer's table. 2 free throws coming here for Kamani Smith. Obviously very talented freshman. Doesn't look like a freshman physically. Free throw, or with his play for that matter. Free throw is no good. Dan Lanning and Ethan Farhat are going to check out. Parker Lane, Matthew Dickens, Aiden Foshee, Reed Vining, and Britton Lewis on the floor for Coach Burris. Hardin Valley's got Fritz, Oliver, Colorado, Ratcliffe, and at the line, Smith, who misses the second free throw, got his own miss, attacks the basket and scores. Smith missed both free throws, but got his miss and scored at the rim to give Hardin Valley a 47-46 lead with 1:05 to go in the third. Parker Lane drifts left, guarded by Fritz. Parker into the paint, all the way to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, no good, tipped out of there by Vining. Now Foshee with a pass stolen away. Oliver in front court for Hardin Valley, goes right, gives off to Smith. Smith driving to the basket, scored and was fouled by Vining. Smith has taken over in this third quarter. He's got an and one opportunity after scoring his 15th and 16th points of the quarter, and Vining just picked up his 4th foul. Hardin Valley now leads by 3, 49-46. Colorado out of the ball game for the Hawks as Nesdo returns to the lineup. Smith, toss, no good. Long rebound. Farragut almost gave it back to Hardin Valley again. Farragut in front court. It's going to be Britton Lewis strong to the basket, scores the layup at the other end. Britton with his first basket of the second half, and the Admirals trail by 1, 49-48. 25 seconds to go in the third. Hardin Valley's got a player with one shoe on, one shoe off. That would be Hunter Ratcliffe, who dumps it on the baseline to Smith. Smith spinning, lost it out of bounds. Turnover for Smith, working against Parker Lane on the left baseline. 9.6 seconds to play in the third. Farragut trailing by 1. This will give Ratcliffe a chance to get his sneaker on. And they'll get Smith out of the game. Blake Crawford returns to the lineup for Hardin Valley. Admirals down 1. Britton Lewis inbounding against the press. Fronting him is Fritz. Comes into Parker Lane, who's guarded by Blake Crawford. Back to Lewis. Britton driving through the lane right at Nesdo. Scored and was fouled. 3.4 seconds to go in the quarter. Britton Lewis strong to the basket. Got the bucket and the foul as Nesdo picks up the personal at the rim. Britton Lewis. 2 big baskets here late in this third quarter when Hardin Valley had definitely seized the momentum. Your senior captain comes up with 2 big baskets and now an and one opportunity. They get Smith back into the game, I would think. Free throw is going to be missed. Vining goes and gives it to Parker in the corner. 3-pointer rims out as the quarter comes to a close. 50 to 49, excuse me. Farragut leading after 3. The Hawks see Farragut score the final 4 points of the third quarter. Both of those baskets by Britton Lewis, and the Admirals will lead by 1 as we head to the fourth. 50 to 49 your score here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action as you listen to Farragut basketball on West 105, worldwide at WFIV.com, and on the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
Merry Christmas from everyone at Citizens Bank, and a friendly reminder to stay alert for scams this season. Watch for fake social media giveaways, requests for payment by gift card, or imposters posing as bank employees. Citizens Bank digital banking tools can help you keep tabs on your accounts so you can celebrate more and worry less. Visit citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Matthew at Bryan Insurance Group. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And if you want to start the year off right, reach out to us at bryaninsurance.com.
Hardin Valley with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Colorado tries a 3 from the left wing. It's an air ball, but Smith goes and gets it. Farragut could have grabbed that basketball. They chose not to, thinking it was going to go out of bounds, and good hustle by Smith to grab it. And then Farragut is going to be guilty of a foul, and Lanning picks up his 4th. So here in the opening seconds of the fourth quarter, Dan Lanning goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Lanning with 9 points on the night is replaced by Ethan Farragut. Christian Oliver for Hardin Valley, inbounding in the paint to Colorado. Out for a 3-pointer. Good! 3-pointer left side by Hunter Ratcliffe. He's got 8. That's his second 3 of the night. And now Farragut flirting with a turnover. Who's that off of? In rear court, knocked out of bounds into the Hardin Valley bench. They say touch last by Farragut. Hardin Valley gets the ball back, leading 52-50 after a 3-pointer to open the fourth quarter by Hunter Ratcliffe. Smith in the lane, tied up beautifully by Parker Lane. Parker reaching in, got both hands on that basketball, and it'll be the Admirals with the possession as a result. 52-50, Hardin Valley by 2. Hardin Valley pressing Britton Lewis. Guarded by Christian Oliver into front court. Off to Parker Lane. Smith bumped him from behind, no call. Parker will shoot the 3 right side, and just like the shot at the end of the third quarter, it's halfway down in the cylinder, but comes out. And here's Hardin Valley, strong to the basket and scoring, Mike Fritz. Fritz with his first basket of the night. Admirals almost had the steal, but then Fritz came down with it and made a beeline to the basket. Down the lane goes Britton Lewis, and a whistle stops play. and a foul is called on Ratcliffe, his first. 6:42 to go. Hardin Valley leading 54-50. Lewis working along the baseline, powers this shot up against Smith. Good. Smart play by Britton Lewis, who's got 10 now and has scored Farragut's last 6. 54-52. Admirals trailing by 2 as he went right at Smith. As Smith, top of the key, 3. No good. Long rebound. Colorado fires it right side for a three-pointer by Ratcliffe. Good. He's a shooter. Ratcliffe's third 3 of the ball game, his second here early in the fourth quarter. He's got 11, and Hardin Valley leads it 57-52. And a timeout being taken, a full timeout being taken here by the Admirals, I believe, who would have 1 full timeout remaining in both of their 30s. And if I'm right about that, the same is true for Hardin Valley with a full timeout and 2 30-second timeouts remaining. Coming up Saturday, February 7th, it'll be the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame banquet. That'll be at 5 o'clock in the school commons again on Saturday, February 7th. The event, I'm assuming, is going to again be catered by Brown Bag, which has done an outstanding job with it every year that it's been held at Farragut High School, which is 12 of the 13 previous banquets. Tickets, at least last year, were $40 each, a table of 8, $300. But a great class as always. This year's headlined by Coach Eddie Courtney. Of course, on the Farragut football staff beginning in 1977, retired in 2023. So Coach Eddie Courtney headlines this year's class, as well as Drew Burnett, Harrison Eldridge, Katie Green, Anna Miller, Cole Strange, James Thomas, Bailey Williams, and Sarah Yeager. The Service Award inductees Michelle Brosette and Richard Huff. So make plans to attend 14th Annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame Banquet, Saturday, February 7th at 5 o'clock here at Farragut High School in the Commons. 57-52, and Oliver's going to push Britton Lewis out top. That will be, they're saying, the third on Oliver. I had him with 3 already, so misassigned a foul somewhere along the way. As Farragut inbound side front court to Ethan Farhat. Farhat currently guarded by Kamani Smith. Ball went out of bounds, touched last by Hardin Valley. Aiden Foshi will be into the ball game for Ethan Farhat. Parker Lane inbounding from the baseline left, nobody on him. He lobs into Vining beautifully, led him to the rim. Alley-oop on the inbound. Vining lays it up and in. Vining's got 15 tonight, a much-needed basket for the Admirals now. 57-54, they trail by 3. Smith driving on Parker Lane, lost his dribble. Dickens in there battling for it, and we're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow will be to Hardin Valley. Lane knocked the ball loose, or perhaps it was Dickens. You had 2 players converging on Smith as he went to drive through the paint. Knocked it loose, but Smith got back on it and forced the held ball. Foshi out of the game now as Farragut gets Dan Lanning back in with those 4 fouls. So you got Vining and Lanning both on the floor with 4 fouls. Hardin Valley was the team saddled with foul difficulties at halftime, but they have avoided any further foul trouble here in the second half thus far. 5:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Hardin Valley with the ball leading 57-54. They lob it into Colorado, left side of the lane. Out top it goes to Fritz. Fritz, left side to Ratcliffe. Dickens, good closeout. Don't let him get a shot from 3. He penetrates, gives to Colorado for a 3 from the left side. No good. Parker Lane tips it to Dickens. Dickens ahead to Vining. Vining in transition scored, but they're going to wave it off and say a foul prior to the shot. A foul prior to the shot. Vining running the floor. They reward the big man for getting out on the break. It looked like there might be an and one opportunity, but they say no, foul on the floor. I think that's a fourth foul on Colorado, but I almost think I heard PA say third against him. Lanning penetrating in the paint with a jumper, no good. Tip over to Hardin Valley. Oliver comes up with the deflection. Hardin Valley up 3. Oliver lets fly with a 3, no good. And the rebound goes to Fritz underneath. He lays it up and in. A batted ball underneath the basket lands in the lap of Fritz, and he immediately puts it up and in. And it's a 5-point lead for Hardin Valley, 59-54. Parker Lane through the paint with the right hand, no good. Britton Lewis crashes the glass, can't hit, and he's going to be fouled. Great effort by Britton as he was trying to go up and looked like he was going to have the second rebound away his own miss, but he was yanked to the ground by Fritz, who helped him up. And so the ball will stay on Farragut's end. Fritz picks up, I think, his first. Parker Lane to inbound. Comes into Lewis, does not hand it to Parker, continues to hold it right side, trying to back down the defender. Moves to the block, then bounces it back on the perimeter to Parker, who's guarded by Kamani Smith. Left side pass goes to Dan Lanning. On him will be Hunter Ratcliffe. 4:35 to play. Reed Vining driving through the lane with the right hand, scores. Vining, strong move to the basket, and I didn't hear the whistle, but there was one, and it's an and one opportunity as Graham Colorado picks up the foul. And I think that is his fifth, I believe. Reed Vining just bullying his way to the basket. Has 17 points. He's 3 of 4 from the line tonight and will go there trying to complete a 3-point play. 59-56. Toss, good. Huge play by Reed Vining. 59-57. The Admirals trail by 2. 4:25 to go in this ball game, or at least in the fourth quarter. Kamani Smith all the way to the baseline, then fires it out to Jack Sparks. Right side 3, no good. Vining had the rebound knocked from his hands. Fritz got the deflection, and then Farragut reaches and fouls. They call Matthew Dickens for the foul. It'll be his second. And they claim Fritz was in the act of shooting. I guess they have to, because that's only the second foul on Farragut this quarter. That's generous, I think. But Fritz will have a couple. First toss, no good. Too strong. Fritz, a sophomore. Second toss is good. So Fritz hits 1 of 2. He's got 5 points all here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 3-point lead for Hardin Valley, which is pressing as Dan Lanning gets the ball into Britton Lewis. Lewis guarded by Smith, hands all over him. Lewis into front court, gives off to Lanning. Lanning now will be guarded by Fritz. Dan moves to the right elbow, bounces it into the post to Vining. Vining works around the defender, got the shot, and Jack Sparks called for the blocking foul. Reed Vining, back-to-back 3-point play opportunities. He cashed in the previous one, will try to do so again. Another strong move to the basket by the Farragut senior Vining. Sparks has fouled out of the ball game. He does so with 3:56 to play. Now his minutes were severely limited here in the second half because of his foul situation at halftime. He'll leave with 5 points. Fouls out with 3:56 to play after Colorado just a moment earlier fouled out for Hardin Valley. So at the line, as checking in for Sparks will be Brad Nesdo. Vining's free throw won't go down. Rims out. Hardin Valley quickly in front court. Kamani Smith into the paint. Parker just took the ball away from him, and they called a foul on someone. Parker. Had to come before the strip. Clean strip, but surely the foul called prior to that. 60-59. Hardin Valley with a 1-point lead and the ball underneath their own basket. Oliver to inbound. Comes in left side. Ratcliffe looking for a 3-point shot that he can't get off against Dickens. Good defense by Dickens. Bounce pass goes to Smith, posting up Parker Lane. Into the corner, Nesdo puts up a 3. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Hardin Valley. Farragut will let, I don't know much about Nesdo, but I got to, just judging on the way that shot looked, Farragut will invite him to take that all day, every day. So the Admirals get the ball back, trailing by 1 with 3:38 to go. Britton Lewis to Dan Lanning. Parker Lane, Matthew Dickens, and Reed Vining also on the floor for Coach Burris, who's going to use a full timeout. So if I'm correct in marking the timeouts for each teams over the course of the game, the Admirals have their 2 30-second timeouts remaining. This is their final full timeout. And it's Farragut in possession of the ball, trailing 60-59 to visiting Hardin Valley with 3:31 remaining in our fourth quarter. A 30-second break for our sponsors. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Back at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, the Admirals with the ball coming out of Farragut's, I think, final full timeout. The Admirals trailing Hardin Valley 60-59, and this is the District 4 4A opener for both teams. Hardin Valley came in 5-2. Farragut 5-1. Anticipated a good, hard-fought game, and that's exactly what we've had. Parker Lane off to Britton Lewis, right side. Lewis working on the perimeter, hands it off once more to Parker. On him is Hunter Ratcliffe. Left side, Dan Lanning could get it into the posting. Reed Vining does so. They double down on him. Reed shovels it off to Dan, and Dan in the paint. Was that deflected? It was not. Thrown out of bounds. Farragut wanted the deflection, didn't get it, and so a turnover for the Admirals. Hardin Valley with a 1-point lead in the ball. 3 minutes to play. Oliver in front court. Into the paint. Fires to Nesdo in the corner. He'll drive baseline. Pulls up for a shot that is no good. Farragut with a rebound. Britton Lewis. Lewis into front court. Off to Parker Lane. Admirals down 1 as Reed Vining sets the high screen. Lane drifts left, picks up his dribble, gives to Dickens out top. Dickens guarded by Fritz. Back to Parker. Driving on Nesdo. Finds Lewis. Right side 3 is online. It is good. Britton Lewis coming up huge late third quarter and into this fourth quarter. He's now got 13. And the Admirals seesaw in front, 62-60. Right side. Ratcliffe driving. Baseline. Fires to Fritz. He'll shoot from the baseline. No good. Long rebound goes to Parker Lane. Farragut with the basketball. Lane pushed in rear court by Fritz. That one just a frustration foul. I think I heard him say his third. I had it as his second, so that was the one that I had missed earlier. Fifth foul on Hardin Valley. So Parker Lane, outstanding free throw shooter at the line where he's 1 of 2 tonight. First toss is no good. 14 points for Parker. Second toss, good. Nothing but net on the second one. 15 for Parker and a 63-60 lead for Farragut with 2:01 to play. In front court, Oliver. Fires it at Nesdo. Miscommunication. Ball ricochets off Nesdo. Picked up by Farragut's Reed Vining. Big turnover. 15th of the game. Admirals with the ball in front court and a 3-point lead. And Coach Burris is going to use a 30-second timeout. Timeout on the floor. Farragut leading 63-60. Tell you what, Britton Lewis and Reed Vining have come up absolutely huge. The Hawks were leading late in that third quarter, 49-46, before Lewis scored the final 4 points to give Farragut a 1-point lead heading to the fourth. Here in the fourth, the Hawks were at 1 point up 57-52, and Reed Vining has come up big, scoring 3 field goals. He had 2 and 1 opportunities, cashed in one of them, but you've got Reed with 7 points this quarter, Britton with 5 points, a 3-pointer to go along with a 2-point field goal this quarter, also having scored the final 4 of the third quarter. They've done the lion's share of it. Parker Lane, in fact, is the only other player to score, and that was the free throw he made just seconds ago. So the Admirals with a 63-60 lead coming out of the timeout. 1 30-second timeout remaining for Coach Burris. 1:45 to play. Hardin Valley, by my count, has 3 timeouts remaining. Lanning, as Farragut spreads the floor, gives off to Dickens. Dickens to Parker Lane out top. Britton Lewis is at the high post. Here's Parker driving through the paint with the right hand, hangs in the air, takes it right at Nesdo and scores. They spread the floor. Parker found an open lane to the basket and scores at the rim over the much larger Nesdo. Parker's got 17. Farragut leads by 5, 65-60. Right side with the ball, Smith into the paint with the shot. Right hand off the back of the rim, got his own miss and scores on the stick back. 18 points for Smith, all in the second half. That's his first basket of the fourth quarter. 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lanning working against Oliver into front court. Admirals by 3, balls turned over. Oliver came up with it, but then did he take steps? I think he did. So Farragut, just as soon as they had turned the ball over, Hardin Valley gave it back. Admirals catch a huge break. Parker Lane will inbound from the baseline left. And on the inbound, Fritz, who a moment ago shoved Lane in rear court on an obvious foul, seemed to be a frustration foul. Here picks up a foul before the ball is ever inbounded. I think it's his 4th, and it sends Britton Lewis to the line. Lewis, free throw, high, arcing shot is true. 14 points for Britton, who's 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. Admirals by 4. Lewis, the senior, captain, good. Hit them both. 15 for Britton. Farragut leads by 5. 43 seconds to play, and Smith just bowls over Parker Lane, and they'll call Parker for the blocking foul. Didn't have much of a choice in that matter. Smith completely out of control, but Parker's feet weren't set. And so that'll be foul number 4 on Farragut. With 41.3 seconds to play, Coach Arndt of Hardin Valley uses a 30-second timeout. I believe Hardin Valley has a full timeout and a 30-second timeout remaining after this one. Farragut with a single 30-second timeout. Admirals leading 67-62. Possession arrow is to Farragut. Both teams will be shooting free throws with any fouls, of course, besides the player control offensive foul variety, the rest of the way. It's been back and forth. Farragut led 19-14 after 1. The Admirals were up at halftime 34-28, although Hardin Valley trimmed an 11-point lead late down to 6 at intermission. Farragut up 50-49 after 3, but only thanks to scoring the last 4 points of the quarter. And here in the fourth, the Admirals have trailed by 5, but now lead by 5, 67-62. Hardin Valley with the ball. Nesdo let him shoot. Gave it to Oliver, and he's going to be out of bounds. Nesdo threw it to Oliver, tiptoeing on the baseline, and he couldn't stay in bounds. A turnover for Hardin Valley coming out of the Hawk timeout. And so now they press, of course, and Lewis looking to get it in, does so to Dickens. He's double teamed, gives it back to Britton. Britton picks up his dribble, bounces it into front court to Parker. Cross court pass goes They called Parker for walking as he released the pass. Turnover for the Admirals. So that gives Hardin Valley much life. 22 seconds. Smith straight to the basket with the right hand, missed, and it's going to be Vining with a strong rebound. Gives to Dickens, and Hardin Valley will foul. Tough call on Parker a moment ago on that traveling violation. I honestly did not see it. But Admirals went up straight to contest the shot of Smith. When he missed it, it was Vining with yet another strong rebound. And then the Hawks forced to foul. And it sends to the line Matthew Dickens. Free throw for Dickens, good. All the way around the cylinder before settling through for the Farragut Jr. His first free throw attempt of the night is good, and another one upcoming here as Dickens has 5 points and Farragut leads by 6 with 15.6 to play. Second toss, nothing but net. 7-point lead for the Admirals. Quickly in front court for Hardin Valley, it's Ratcliffe. Shadowed by Dickens, can't get a three off. He'll heave up a desperation shot, no good. Vining the rebound, gives it to Parker. Parker into front court, and Farragut will dribble away the final seconds on a 69-62 victory. Farragut was down 57-52, and from that point, let's see, the Admirals outscored them 17-5. A 17-5 closing flurry for Farragut as the Admirals win it 69-62. They're 6-1 on the season. They win the district opener. Hardin Valley, meanwhile, now 5-3 on the season. They see a 5-game winning streak come to an end. The Hawks will be hosting Bearden Tuesday night. A week from tonight, Hardin Valley goes to McMinn County. For Farragut, Tuesday night on the road, another district matchup at Oak Ridge. New member of District 4-4A, and another new member of District 4-4A coming up a week from tonight for Farragut. A road trip, short road trip, over to Lenoir City. So that's what's ahead for both of these teams. Great high school basketball game, great environment tonight. The students showed up early. They were loud for the girls' game, a Farragut win, 57-40. And of course, they stayed for the boys' contest, and great atmosphere tonight. Hardin Valley, of course, well represented as well. And great environment for high school hoops tonight, and a game befitting the environment as the Admirals win it 69-62. We'll get a 3-minute break here and return on the other side to take a look at all the final numbers as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on West 105, around the world at WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenoir City.
You're listening to West 105.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Matthew at Bryan Insurance Group. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And if you want to start the year off right, reach out to us at bryaninsurance.com.
The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market, offers fresh seafood entrees at all 3 of its area locations. Po' boys, crab cake plates, fish tacos, shrimp, salmon, and more. Choose an entree. Choose a side and a beverage. Dine in or carry it out. You won't regret making the Shrimp Dock your choice for a seafood meal. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and a championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Marable, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us, problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn uh-oh into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Great night to be an Admiral as neighboring Hardin Valley comes to call, and the Admirals win an exciting boys JV game to get the evening started, 46-42. Then the Lady Admirals win it 57-40 as they improved to 3-4 on the season, winning the district opener over the Lady Hawks, who are also 3-4 following tonight's setback. But Farragut was led by KJ McNeely, who had 17 points. Zoe Porter chipped in 9. Let's see, Reagan Sheridan 11. Lily Mullins had 7. Trinity Curry with 6. McKenna Hartley with 4 this evening. Allure Branham had 3 points as the Lady Admirals got the district opening win, again 57-40. Hardin Valley, by the way, was led by a talented sophomore post player Audrey Reen, who had 17 points. And then in our nightcap, it was Farragut up 19-14 after 1, as the Admirals scored 7 of the final 9 points at the end of the first quarter to open up the 5-point lead. Hardin Valley was down by 11 late in the second quarter as we were within about a minute and a half of halftime. Farragut up 34-23, but the Hawks hit a three-pointer, got another couple of points. I believe that was at the free throw line, if memory serves. But they scored the last 5 and got it down to 6 at halftime. Farragut up 34-28. In the third quarter, the Hawks in front, 49-46, before Britton Lewis scored a pair of baskets late to give Farragut a 1-point lead heading to the fourth, 50-49. And in the fourth quarter, Hardin Valley leading by 5 at 57-52. It was the Admirals scoring 17 of the final 22 points tonight. 17-5, the closing rally by Farragut as they go from being down 5, 57-52, to winning by 7, 69-62. Britton Lewis came up big in those final minutes, as did Reed Vining. Matthew Dickens, a lot of guys contributing big time tonight in clutch situations. But Britton with those big baskets at the end of the third quarter to give Farragut the 1-point lead. And then really it was Reed Vining's play that helped Farragut initially rally from being down 5 in the fourth to get even, and then as they continued with the momentum to pull ahead, and eventually again the 7-point win. I had Hardin Valley with 16 turnovers tonight, Farragut with 13 turnovers. Looking at the individual scoring, Hardin Valley was led by Kamani Smith, freshman guard, who was held scoreless in the first half, but finishes with 18 points, 0 of 4 from the line, however. Graham Colorado was 1 of 2 from the line. He finished with 3 points. It was Christian Oliver with 6 points. 2 for 3 tonight was Oliver at the free throw line. Mike Fritz for Hardin Valley, 1 of 2 from the line, finished with 5 points. Hunter Radcliffe, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 3-pointers, 11 points. Farragut did a great job on him late, not allowing him to get any further looks from long range. Blake Crawford, 2 of 4 from the line, finished with 2 points. Colin Durnis, a couple of threes tonight, had 10 points, but did not score in the second half. Jack Sparks with 5 points, including a three-pointer. The Hawks shoot 8 of 17 from the foul line, 47%, and they had 6 threes. Again, 3 of those from Hunter Ratcliffe, 2 from Colin Durnis, and a single 3 from Jack Sparks. Meanwhile, for Farragut, Matthew Dickens, 2 of 2 from the line. 6 points tonight for Dickens, who played an outstanding game. Dan Lanning, 2 of 4 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Dan with 9 points this evening, despite some foul difficulties. Reed Vining sitting here beside me. We'll be talking to Reed here momentarily. He led all scorers with 20 points, 4 of 6 from the foul line tonight, and was a monster on the boards. Britton Lewis, 4 of 5 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Clutch play from your senior captain in this ball game. He finished with 15 points. Parker Lane didn't have perhaps his typical shooting night, but still chipped in 17 points, 1 3-pointer. He was 2 of 4 from the line. And Aiden Foshee also tonight contributed a single basket. Farragut 14 of 21 from the foul line, 67%. Again, Hardin Valley was 8 of 17 at 47%. The Hawks had 6 threes to Farragut's 3 threes. The Admirals getting 1 apiece from Dan Lanning, Britton Lewis, and Parker Lane. Going to welcome in Farragut senior post player Reed Vining. And Reed, great environment for high school basketball tonight. You got to love the opportunity to play in front of a crowd like that. Tell me a little bit about the excitement level in the gym and on the bench and on the court.
Well, it was really just a very intense game after coming off of there was a foul, and then it got rough for a little bit, and then the crowd just started feeding off of that. It got really loud at that time, and it's just great to play in because everyone's really just hyped up, a lot of energy, and it's wonderful to play in.
Yeah, how do you control your emotions in a game like that? Like you say, it's kind of getting a little bit physical. It's getting late in the game, and then you're in a position where there's a lot of banging going on anyhow. And so if anybody's kind of got some pent-up frustration over the course of the game, it might very well be a guy like yourself crashing the boards as you are, and the battles that are going on there under the glass. What about controlling the emotions and not allowing anything like that to sort of snowball?
Yeah, well, as a coach told me one time, it was Coach Burris, he said, play with emotion, not emotional, and that just really just leave it all out on the court. If you have anything going on, it stays outside of the court. Once you step on the court, it's a whole different world. You just got to pick it up. Just come with energy. Just don't get in your head, and I would say that's the big thing. If you make a mistake, who cares? Just keep playing the game. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a game, so don't get over. Yes, a loss is a loss, but just keep fighting until you lose.
There you go. I like that. Play with emotion, but don't be emotional. That's a little bit like be quick, but don't hurry.
Yeah.
Right, and same sort of thing there. It's all about the mindset. So you guys kept Kamani Smith under wraps, scoreless in the first half, and he explodes in the third quarter, has 16 points. What was done there in the fourth quarter to limit him to a single basket, because that was absolutely huge?
We kept he was a freshman. He's still getting involved in the game, and so he's going right every time. And then we picked up on that after the second quarter. We told all our players, force him left. Second he goes left, he's either tries to turn back, which is into help, or he just passes it up, which is really big for us. So we just figured take big on the make him go left big time.
So you guys, you had 20 points tonight. Some foul difficulties, I guess, there in the second half limited your minutes a bit, but at the same time, too, your counterpart for Hardin Valley was dealing with some foul difficulties in the first half. So physical game tonight. What was the message from the coaches? I mean, they had to be proud of the way you guys fought back there in the fourth quarter. It was 17-5 closing flurry. You guys are down 5. You end up winning by 7, 17-5. You outscored them down the stretch.
Yeah, the big thing was just come with energy. I mean, we were kind of dead coming from the start of the game, and then going into the locker room. We just had to get energy up, be more physical than them. And then the second the fourth quarter hit, we really started. We were down, so we just had to crawl back in, get right back into it, be more physical, play harder. That's just how you win a game.
So I was saying that I thought both yourself in the fourth quarter and Britton Lewis at the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter were absolutely instrumental in Farragut winning this ball game. You're down 3 late in the third. Britton hits a couple of baskets late to send you to the fourth quarter up 1. And then it was the two of you almost until like the final minute, the only people that had scored in the fourth quarter, and of course doing other things besides scoring too. But if Britton were up here, I'd have him bragging on you. Since it's the other way around, tell me a little bit about Britton.
So Britton's really, I'm just going to be honest, he's really athletic, probably the most athletic person on the team. So he's just really explosive. So if he's going one way, he can go just the other way just as fast, just off a spin move. And the second he gets downhill, he can just get up there really fast and just score over the top of people, which is, he'll score over the top of anyone, I'll say that.
All right. So you've got Oak Ridge and Lenoir City. The district run here in December continues next week, began tonight, but you'll have 3 straight district games. What do you take from this one as you go over to Oak Ridge, which of course is always, a neat place to play, but also too always a very, very tough team, very talented team always.
Yeah. We just got to come with more energy right off the get-go, kind of like just get going really fast, because we're going to transition if we just keep pushing the ball up the floor. We got stopped by their press a little bit. We got to calm down a little bit with that. We got to make sure they don't speed us up or anything like that. But if we do that, then I think we'll be really good. We got to share the ball, obviously, but I mean, as long as our defense is what win games, and our defense is looking good so far.
Yeah, you were. They said the foul came prior to the shot down here where you were out in transition, and so you didn't get the basket and one opportunity in that instance. You had a couple of those in the fourth. But what about running the floor and the pace of the game and all? You as a post player, do you like that? Would you rather it slow down a little bit? I mean, Hardin Valley was pretty frenetic with their pace.
We ran a lot during summer, I will say that, because we're on the smaller side, so we thought, like, our thing is going to be transition. We're just going to run. And I love it because that means it opens the floor more. I can get a dunk or two off of that. If I run hard enough, I can get one, so I just got to keep running. Yeah.
Reed, great game tonight. I don't track rebounds, but 20 points, I guarantee you had double-digit rebounds as well, double-double game. Fantastic effort tonight. Great win over, it's always fun when Farragut and Hardin Valley play. Those are always big. And so congratulations on that, and look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday and Friday.
Thank you.
Reed Vining, senior tonight, leads Farragut with 20 points. As the Admirals also got 15 from Britton Lewis, Parker Lane in double figures with 17 points. And Dan Lanning had 9. Matthew Dickens had 6. Aiden Foshi chipping in 2 as well. But going to get Coach Burris in here to talk as Farragut a winner tonight, 69-62. And Coach,
Eric, how are you?
That one was fun.
Yeah.
You still got a good voice. I'm surprised.
Man, it's only because I'm not yelling right now.
As close as that game was, and then also as loud as this gym was. That's the first thing I said to Reed. It's got to be fun to play in that kind of environment.
It's an unbelievable environment to play in. It's a stressful environment to coach in for sure. We did what we needed to do down the stretch, which is a credit to our leadership, our older guys. Now Matthew Dickens was on the floor there to close out the game. I thought Matthew played great, but you also got to give a lot of credit to Hardin Valley. I mean, they played so well. They're a younger team, and they took it to us at times. They're going to be really good. Obviously, they're really well coached. So I was glad to get the win for sure, and I'm glad we got the stops we needed down the stretch, made some good decisions for the most part. Dan Lanning, be the first to tell you, I was on him about trying to make that pass to Britton when I just want them to come foul Dan and let Dan finish it at the free throw line. Or same for Parker, on the walk that they called on Parker. I'm like, Parker, you're the all-time leader in minutes at our school. You're my 4-year starter at point guard. You're one of our captains. Like, finish the game. I don't need you passing that right there. I'll tell you when I want you to pass it. But even with those mistakes, Dan and Parker were crucial down the stretch. Britton Lewis was crucial down the stretch. And our leadership, guided us to a really, really tough victory against a good team.
So you send Reed up here to talk, and I was saying, he had 20 points. I don't track rebounds, but there's no way he did not have a double-double tonight. He had easily double-figure rebounds tonight. But what about his toughness and what he brings to this team, what he brought tonight to this game?
I mean, Reed is the definition of consistency and hard work. Reed has worked his tail off for 4 years, and now he's reaping the benefits. Last year he was kind of in that backup 5 role for us, and then towards the last third of the season, he took over that role. And, we talk about Dan and Parker and Britton are, multi-year starters. I mean, for the most part, by the end of the year, you're considering Reed a multi-year starter now. And this year, he's just playing unreal. And again, it comes back to Reed works on his game. He plays with a really high motor. When he was in his younger years, like his underclassmen years, freshman, sophomore, he didn't always take it as serious. And then something flipped for him last year. Last year was a huge year for growth, and then he's playing great right now. I mean, he's averaging a double-double. And with, the departure of one of the guys we lost to another school, we've had to put even more on Reed because, we either have to go really small, play Britton at the 5 if Reed gets in foul trouble, or you're bringing Alexander Evans, who I think is going to be really good. But right now, he's still a sophomore who was playing freshman basketball 8 months ago, and these are some bright light games. I mean, think about this environment tonight. You think about the environment over the other night over at Maryville. So Reed's just doing a really good job of handling everything we're giving him. He's playing smart. He's staying out of foul trouble for the most part. I'm just really proud of him. He deserves it. He really does. He deserves all the credit for all the really positive things he's doing.
What helped propel you to a 17-5 finish? You're down 5, you win by 7. You scored 17 of the last 22 points in this game.
I think we did a good job of handling our emotions there at the end. Again, like you said, unbelievable environment, stressful environment. Even for players, it's an exciting but also stressful. You're a little bit tighter. You're a little bit more nervous about should I shoot this, all that. Britton steps up and hits a massive 3. Dan and Parker being steady and getting us into what we were trying to do so we could get downhill. We wanted to finish with layups or get to the line because we had gotten in the bonus. I think them really just locking in on that last few minutes where one of the things we practice is, hey, we got to get a stop, go down, score, and get a stop. If you approach 3 possessions at a time that way and you consistently do it, you should be in a good position. We kind of finished the end of the game with that mentality. We got to stop. We came down. We were patient. We got to score. We went down. We got another stop. And that ended up, in my opinion, like you said, propelling us to that finish.
Well, and Reed said, it's all about the defense for this team, and you got to love it when it's not just the coaches that are telling you that, but when the players appear to be completely bought in on that's what's going to do it for us. That's what's going to punch your ticket night in, night out.
Yeah, I mean we've harped on that over and over again. In my opinion, not including tonight, we were 5-1 because of our defense. I told them the other night I felt like the difference in that game was we weren't as good defensively. Now, granted, they had a 6'9" post player, but we played good in the second half the other night, Mayor, but we could just never dig out of that hole.
Right, got
in
down
at
early.
the start.
Yeah.
But I told them our 2 biggest keys are if we play well defensively, we're always going to be in a good position, but we're small, we're undersized. We've got to be tough. We've got to sell out on the defensive end. And our strength is sharing the ball. We graduated a guy last year that averaged 20-plus points a game, and he was a really, really good basketball player. He's not here anymore.
Right.
You've got 5 seniors that have played together since 7th grade, and they play so well together. When we share the ball and we're throwing one-mores and we're running transition with the extra pass, that's when we're at our best. And I personally felt like we got away from that a little bit tonight. We did a better job in the second half. We did a better job in the fourth quarter closing it out. But I didn't feel great about us defensively tonight. Part of that is credit to Kamani. I don't know how many he had, but he played unbelievable, and we couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
And then when we did finally get a stop on him, we were giving up offensive rebounds, and they're kicking inside out for a wide open 3. And I tell our guys all the time, you're going to shoot a much higher percentage when you go inside out. So defensively tonight, we weren't where we thought we should be, but you still were able to get a hard-fought district win. You have the ability to go back and watch film. And kind of point out some of those things and reiterate to them, hey, you got to 5-0 doing this, and then you lost the game not playing as well defensively, and then we weren't at our best tonight, and it almost cost us. But at the end of the day, I will never take for granted a win, especially not against a good team in district play.
Yeah, they played their tails off tonight. So you got Oak Ridge and Lenoir City, a couple new members of District 4-4A that you pay a visit to Tuesday at Oak Ridge, a week from tonight at Lenoir City. Looking ahead, what do you think about both of those teams? I mean, obviously Oak Ridge is year in, year out a
they don't
a state tournament contender.
Yes, they're a lot like Bearden. They don't really rebuild; they just reload. And obviously, with Aaron Green over there, they're going to be extremely well coached. They're going to be prepared. It's hard to play at Oak Ridge. It's a lot different gym environment than what we're used to. So we're going to have to be ready to go. We're going to have to rely on our defense. If we can't get stops, it don't matter how much we score. So that's going to be tough. That's going to be a great test for us. I felt like Tuesday night was a really good test to see where we're at. You go over there, you learn some things about yourself. You play a good team tonight, you get it done. Now you got to go have another really tough road test. And then Lenoir City is not by any means that much less of a challenge than Oak Ridge is. It's really hard to play at Lenoir City. They're always fired up. It's not as much of maybe a rivalry as Hardin Valley and Bearden are for Farragut, but
it is to them, I think.
Yeah, with Lenoir City and Farragut being side by side, they're always ready to play at their place. I think Dylan Brewster is one of the best coaches in the state, in my opinion, and he'll have them ready to go. He'll throw some stuff at us that our guys are going to have to think and be prepared for. So next week's going to be a huge test for us, both Tuesday night and Friday night.
A little bit different. We hadn't had this many district games in the month of December, you know, in recent years. And so you got 3 in a row here, but Farragut gets off on the right foot tonight with a 69-62 victory over Hardin Valley as the Admirals score 17 of the game's final 22 points for the 7-point win. They're now 6-1 on the season. Hardin Valley sees a 5-game winning streak snap. They're now 5-3 overall. Hardin Valley hosts Bearden Tuesday night. They go to McMinn County, another one of those new District 4 4A members. A week from tonight, Farragut, as we just said, Tuesday night at Oak Ridge, Friday night at Lenoir City. So we'll have both of those games here on West 105, WFIV.com, and, of course, the Admiral video stream, 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel with Nick Blankenship behind the camera. Appreciate you coming up, Coach. Congratulations on a great win for Coach Burris, Coach Mayfield, who joined us earlier, for Reed Vining and KJ McNeely, who joined us after both of the wins tonight. Lady Admirals with a 57-40 victory earlier. Boys JV went the way of Farragut as well, 46-42. So, as I said earlier, great night to be an Admiral. A clean sweep over neighboring Hardin Valley and getting the district off on the right foot for all of these teams. But for all of those aforementioned, for Nick Blankenship, for Dusty Street back at our WFIV studios, I'm Eric Gerhardt saying thank you so much for listening. Have a great night, a safe and enjoyable weekend. Go Admirals.
Farragut High School basketball on West 105, brought to you by Hartside Bank Farragut, David's Abbey Carpet, Precision Garage Door Service, LCUB Internet, The Shrimp Dock, Miser Wealth Partners, Valley Plumbing, Shop Farragut, Citizens Bank, Doxville and Lenoir City, and by Bryan Insurance Group, the voice of the Farragut Admirals. This is West